Benidorm, the cut-price Costa Blanca paradise for cost-conscious Brits.
€1 for a pint of beer, which is like 84p. You can't get that anywhere, not even Wetherspoons.
Benidorm's a one-off. Don't get anybody to tell you any different. Benidorm is a one-off.
Thousands have made this their permanent home.
Yeah, so I think I'm here for life. Take me home in a wooden box.
But retirees and the richer side, most expats need to graft to earn their place in the sun.
A lot of people think they can come over here, live the dream, but they don't realise it is all work.
I do 15 hours a day, minimum.
You know, you have to go out and look for work. It may make me €10, but €10 at the end of the day, that's food on the table.
I work hard. I work hard and I play hard.
Meet the bargain-loving Brits in the sun. Coming up, Charity Day frustrations for a Benidorm business owner.
I suspect somebody has complained because we're having fun.
A dad flies out to lay down the law.
That's it, he's grounded from drinking now.
An ambitious new venture for a restaurant owner.
An Indian opening an Italian restaurant, taking a lot of balls.
And a pensioner takes the plunge. Benidorm gets 300 days of sunshine a year, and today isn't one of them. Torrential rain is threatening to flood the town's famous indoor market. And just as the downpour becomes biblical, Benidorm's very own force of nature arrives.
Oh, my God, this weather, it's terrible, complete change.
Meet Vicki, one of Benidorm's busiest businesswomen. Vicki owns and manages Hepburn's hair salon.
This is Sharon. Sharon's been with us 2 years. This is Deb. Deb's been with us 7 years. It just feels like longer. This is Oleg, our latest recruit, who has been with us this week. How are you enjoying it? How's it going?
I quite like it, yeah.
He quite likes it. He loves us really, don't you?
Yeah.
He has to say yes. Otherwise, he won't have a job on Monday.
Hepburn's is right in the centre of the market, where Vicky's queen bee.
Hola, buenos dias. I know everybody because I'm a chatterbox and I go walkabout. Morning, all right.
I absolutely love the indoor market. It's like a great big family. So there are rows, there are spats, people fall out with each other.
Morning, Pam.
But when there is a crisis in there, everybody pulls together.
Hola, Mónica, ¿cómo estás?
Vicki brings us together like a family. She's definitely one of the faces of the indoor market. Everyone loves her to bits.
Yorkshire lass Vicki has been married to Paul, a caravan technician, for 38 years.
My parents used to live in Benidorm, so we used to come across on holiday on a regular basis.
The more time that we spent here, the more we fell in love with the place and the more the whole way of life we liked. We talked about it and on a bit of a whim decided that we'd move over here 10.5 years ago and we're still here.
And buying the hairdressing business was an impulsive decision too.
One day she went down to have her hair done. She came back and she said, bought the salon. Yep, right, OK. And that's where it all started.
I went in there for my hair doing and I was saying I needed something to do because I was pretty bored. I got a phone call about half an hour after I'd left the salon from the lady who used to own it. So I met her for lunch about another half an hour later and bought the salon. And that was it. I didn't know anything whatsoever about hairdressing, nothing whatsoever remotely connected with beauty or anything like that. So I just did it in a moment's madness, maybe? I don't know. I don't regret it, but it was crazy, really. Absolutely ridiculous.
Lack of hairdressing experience hasn't stopped Vicki from turning the salon into a great success. But today, she's got other things on her mind. She's organising an MS charity event tomorrow and she's trying to get the whole market to take part.
Benidorm is like a little Britain. There are massive numbers of Brits who help and support each other. The goal is to raise €2,000 and we will do it. By hook or crook, it will be that. Would you mind having a collection tin for the World MS Day tomorrow? Excuse me 1 minute. Ah! We have our first donation for our charity. Is this for tomorrow?
I'm with home in the morning.
You're away. Oh, darling, thank you. Do you know, the British are so generous at giving for charity. My mum's just given me 10 euros. Yeah, isn't that incredible?
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. So we're starting already.
Benidorm is home to the 4 S's: sun, sea, sand, and scooters.
Scooters, the bane of Benidorm. They're an absolute pest.
Scooters are taking over the streets.
As long as you can get all your friends on one scooter, you're fine. It's cheap as chips.
They've given some pensioners a whole new lease of life. And when every penny of your pension counts, they're cheap to run too.
My mobility scooter, the actual electricity to keep it recharged is 10 pence a week.
So you've got mine, this was on the front.
But for many Brits,
this is clever.
They're just an annoyance.
Little kids, they think it's wonderful. It's terrible. It's against the law, but there's no police about.
21-year-old qualified mechanic Ben Rigby from Preston is never far from a mobility scooter. But that's because he runs a scooter business with his friend Charles.
Benidorm's #1 for mobility scooters in the world, and Las Vegas comes second in line with that.
Ben moved out here 2.5 years ago.
I ended up coming out here for a 2-week holiday, and then I've seen how people lived. I thought, well, why can't I do it? Cheaper to live, get the sunshine every day. What more can you ask for?
Their scooter company is the only one in town flying the British flag.
We are the only English-owned company in Benidorm. Give you a test around how to work the scooter, yeah? That's your power. This is your speed. Customers like the fact that we can talk to them, we can have a laugh with them, and we give them whatever they need. We can understand every word that they say to us. Nice to meet you, and you have a good time while you're out.
But there's stiff competition. In fact, there's a bit of an international scooter war going on in the town. The Spanish-owned Secure Mobile are almost never closed.
We work 7 days a week.
And the biggest scooter company in Benidorm, the Dutch-owned Easy Hire, have initiated a price war.
We want to be the cheapest and the best.
The golden rule is we guarantee that we can always beat the competitor by 10 euros per week. So we always have the best rate.
However, Ben and Charles have a secret weapon. They found a cheap supplier of second-hand scooters in the UK, and it could be the golden ticket.
To buy a mobility scooter brand new, you're talking about £2,500. But second-hand, we get them for £150 in England, so it's all profit. You get years of rental out of them, and then you can sell them on for over double the profit anyway.
With cut-price scooters coming in from the UK, Ben's business is doing well, but the same can't be said for his private life. He's just split up from his girlfriend of 3.5 years, and he's feeling fragile.
You miss your family, your friends that you grew up with and that. It's hard to live out here.
It's 8:30 a.m. in Benidorm, and at the indoor market's hairdressing business owner, Vicki Caton, is gearing up for a charity fundraising day. She's trying to raise €2,000 for World MS Day, but things aren't going quite to plan.
Ah!
Stop everything. It's time for a trim.
Because it's what we do, my hair has to look reasonable. So 3 minutes, that's all I can allow myself. Although it really isn't important, and I'm starting to panic. Sharon, don't wet all my hair. I've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I can't be being the diva. This is about...
You're being a diva now.
No, I'm not. Well, I don't mean to be.
Last year, the event raised over £1,000, but Vicky's hoping to smash that this year.
And hopefully by the end of the day, these buckets will be full of money. €2,000 to raise. We're asking a lot, but we shall go for it. You have to have a name. If you don't have a name, you don't achieve.
Elaine Charnock, who runs a money exchange bureau in the market, is helping to run the event.
The charity event started 3 years ago when my daughter was diagnosed with MS. She was 28 when she was first diagnosed. The day is not specifically just organised for my daughter. It is done for all MS sufferers.
But there's a problem. Ricky, the PA man's having a bit of a mare.
Just went quiet. This speaker just went quiet for some reason. I set it all up in my garden the other day, and it was perfect. Absolutely perfect. It just shows you things crop up.
Sound issue is quite a worry, but I've great faith that Ricky will fix it. He's really good and very experienced at this, and so hopefully everything crossed, it'll be fixed very soon. Please, God, because if we've no sound, we've no show.
It's time to put the parasols up. Or maybe not.
I'm panicking now, but we're 5 minutes away from action now. Have we got raffle tickets?
Raffle tickets.
Tins, pens. Tins. Brilliant, brilliant.
It looks like Ricky's fixed the sound problem.
We're all sorted now. We're playing some background music. I'm a very happy man because I was sweating earlier.
The event kicks off, unfortunately, to a less than packed house.
Multiple sclerosis day.
But within minutes, there's an issue. A stall holder starts to complain about access to the market being blocked.
You can walk there, you can walk there, you can walk there, you can walk there.
But then things get even more serious.
The police have turned up because they need to check that we have a licence to do this. Hasta las 4 hoy de lads. I suspect somebody has complained because we're having fun.
The charity event might have to stop before it's barely started. The British abroad love their home comforts.
So we're fat and we like the big meals.
And what warm reminder of the UK do lots of Brits crave after turning into a lobster in 30-degree heat and a few cebollas? A spicy curry, of course. 39-year-old Rajneesh Kauser left London and came to Benidorm in 2012, where he opened the clay oven, where customers head for taste bud tickling tandoori.
Beautiful. I'm so glad you're enjoying it.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista. Really proud of this place. Had really good experiences here. The only thing missing here in this restaurant is space.
The clay oven has been such a success that Raj has decided to expand, but he doesn't have far to travel to get to his new site. It's just 50 metres down the street.
Come on, I'll show you what we're doing around.
Raj is swapping his Baltis for bolognese and his poppadoms for penne, because his new venture will be an Italian restaurant.
It looks like a construction site, but I hope within the next 10 days you'll be in a restaurant.
It's a very different cuisine to curry, but Raj thinks he's a pasta master.
I opened my first restaurant business in 2004, and that was Italian. If your product is right, I think you can't go wrong in Benidorm because it's such a big market here.
On paper, it was as easy as uno, due, tre. But Raj hadn't factored in the vagaries of the Spanish building trade. It's peak season and it's still a building site. Raj is under real financial pressure.
I'd already started paying the rents here. Every day I'm losing money. We're already in the middle of the summer. Once the summer is gone, it's gone. Then we enter next year. So every day is really important. Every time I think, oh, next time I'll prepare better myself. But this is what happens every time. At the end, you start getting panic. You want to do everything quick as you can, and things start getting mixed up.
Raj wants to open in a fortnight, but that's going to be a tough deadline.
I'll keep pushing it. If I don't, if I tell myself I can't open it in 2 weeks, I will never be able to open it in 2 weeks. So I really need to push myself as well.
But there's another problem, a sizable one.
In the clay oven, we didn't have enough space, and I was crying for the terrace, which I didn't got. So what I was looking for next time, it should have a terrace. This time you got a terrace, and this is too big. It's nearly 35 meters. It is massive, and I hope this is really gonna work out good for me.
It's a race against the clock for Raj. Will the 2-week time period be enough? Or could the terrace prove to be a terrible mistake? Across town, at his mobility scooter hire shop, 21-year-old Ben Rigby is paying the price for a big night on the town.
Don't want to know how I feel right now. Need to go home. Oh, I was out till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning last night. Too late. I'm still feeling the effects of last night, I think. Rough as a dog.
He started partying hard after a breakup with his long-term girlfriend.
It's just too easy when you finish work to just have a quick drink, and then, obviously, as you know, one leads to another. It's always more than one when you go out for one drink.
The split has left Ben feeling a bit lonely.
You miss your family.
But someone's come to cheer him up. 58-year-old dad Mick has come out to stay with Ben at his caravan on Camping Villasol, and he's hoping for some quality dad and lad time.
Son's lived here for 2.5 years now, so he's having a bit of problems with his girlfriend at the moment, so I've come over to look after him.
When my dad arrived, I was in quite a bad place. He come as a surprise. My friend told me that we was going to the airport to pick a customer up, and it ended up being my dad. I was in a dark place, really, and that's why my friend got my dad brought out, and just to help me out, just to have somebody there for me.
Mick's on a rescue mission.
Right, see you in a bit.
But he can't do it on an empty stomach.
Just going to some breakfast.
Mick used to be a driver for Royal Mail, but chronic back problems meant he's had to take early retirement. And he's a big fan of mobility scooters.
I've had 4 titanium screws in my spine. You know, I have to use an electric scooter to get me around, but at least I get around.
He's a big fan of budget brekkies too.
You can't complain for €2.50 for a full English breakfast. Not even £2, is it, really? Probably costs them more to make it.
But that's not the best deal in town.
The cheapest English breakfast is €3 for a full English breakfast and a pint. Now that, what you call an English breakfast, Spanish style. Now this will fill the void for a while. Bon appetit.
Everyone needs their family around them when things get tough. And one expat in particular has the biggest extended family in Benidorm. 82-year-old Grace Campbell lives on the Arena Blanca campsite. She's adored by one and all.
People look after her, people take care of her and wonder where she is. And in the UK, that doesn't happen now.
But Grace isn't shy in retiring. In fact, she's an outrageous octogenarian. And if there was a prize for the most infectious laugh in Benidorm, there would be only one winner. Grace pays £220 a month rent at the campsite.
Caravan life is the best. This is my patio. It is lovely here. This is my kitchen. I think that's a clock. I like that one. I love cooking with wine. Sometimes I put it in the food. This is my sitting room. That's me when I was young. Would you have fancied me?
Grace lost her husband, Mike, 18 years ago.
Actually, it's my anniversary today. 60 years, and he's not with me. We were married 42 years, and I've been on my own for 18. I could do with him round here to do some jobs.
Grace hasn't let her widowhood or old age stop her from having fun. And she has a simple motto in life.
Live, laugh and love.
And she certainly does a lot of laughing. Whether she's playing pool with her mate Tommy, or having fun with her fellow campers, Grace is a live wire.
Everybody has fun when Grace is here.
And she epitomises what Benidorm has given to lots of expats, a new lease of life.
Our philosophy, when you get to our age, yesterday's gone, tomorrow you don't know whether it's going to come, you live for today.
What have you got to do at home? You're an old lady, they call you. You can stay there and do that, and... No. We still want to live. enjoy life more.
Grace benefits greatly from being here, without a doubt. It wouldn't be the same for her in the UK. You know, she'd wither away. She is the life and soul of any party.
There's only one way to describe Grace. She is amazing Grace.
At the Indoor Market Charity Day, the party is now in full swing.
Thank you.
Satisfied that the event has the correct permit, the police have moved on. The crowd are finding their feet, but Vicki wants them to find their wallets.
A euro a strip, tombola. I'm going to be hoarse in a minute.
But she's not happy.
There are lots of people here, but I don't think we're taking the money at the minute. Everybody's having a great time, yes, but we need the money. That's what it's all about. So I need to go out there now, sell some raffle tickets and try and get some more cash in. Raffle tickets, a euro a strip. Raffle tickets, a euro a strip.
Also trying to drum up donations is co-organiser Elaine, and her daughter Carly's arrived to join in the fun.
I've been diagnosed with MS for about 3 years now, so we decided to do the event to be able to raise money for treatment and for a better life for people with the illness.
It looks like a good time's being had by all.
It's going very well, people are having a great time, but I'm still very concerned about how much money we're actually raising. And it's disappointing when it is for a good cause.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm going to say bye-bye to you all. Thank you very much, and I'd like a big thank you for all the entertainers, all the staff. Give a big round of applause.
I'm tired, but happy, but we just could have done with more people being here today. We're going to go and count the money, and that's the moment of truth.
At Benidorm's indoor market, the MS Charity Day has drawn to a close. The crowds have drifted away and the moment of truth has arrived. It's time to count the money.
It looks better than I thought.
Yeah, I reckon there's more notes than we've...
I think there might be more notes than last year.
We've got a 20 in the first can that we've opened, so we see some really generous people.
Hey, that's a good tin.
Fun counting.
That's a good tin.
Event organiser, hairdressing business owner Vicki Caton is hoping to raise more than €2,000. It looks promising, but have they reached their target?
We raised 1,100, which we were disappointed with because we wanted more, but you have to aim high, don't you? You have to aim for something. You can't be satisfied. You always need more. So next year it will be better.
Vicki lives in Llanuthia, 8 kilometres from the centre of Benidorm, with her husband Paul and their 4 dogs.
I've lived here for 10.5 years now, but we've had the house for 11.5. We bought it as a holiday home, and then when we moved here, decided we might as well live in it. What I like about it is it's nice and open and airy. And then we have our little garden, which is not really big enough now. We have 4 dogs.
The couple's lives in Benidorm are very different to the lives they left behind in the UK.
I started my life as a trainee tax assistant, working for an accountant, helping clients to save money. I did tax for a lot of years.
And Paul was the MD of his own business, a transport company. But he realised he had to find a different career if he moved to Spain.
Once we'd made the decision to move, I came across business in caravans as a caravan technician. And I thought, yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
There was just one tiny problem.
I'd never worked with caravans, ever. What I knew, I could probably tell you in 5 minutes. What I didn't know would take me all year. I then went back to England, went to ask a local caravan company for a job. Just train me. Not interested in being paid, just train me. And I worked there, learning everything I could about motorhomes, caravans, the water systems, the heating systems, anything that could possibly go wrong. I was the apprentice, you know. People were telling me what to do. I had to accept that. And I was prepared to do it because I wanted to learn. And I'm so pleased that I did it.
Paul's inside caravans every working day, and he's continuously impressed by the ingenuity of his British clients.
You could walk into an awning on a caravan site in Benidorm and literally believe you were in a house. You could even have walls plastered, tile floors. You got your 3-piece suite, your fridge, your dining table, your TV, everything you'd want to make comfortable living. Some of the kitchens I've seen are better than in my house.
There are just 7 days to go until owner Raj Kauser opens his new Italian restaurant. A week ago, the place was a building site. Today, it's still a building site.
This is my storage area. Bit messy at the moment.
That's something of an understatement, but there are a few signs of improvement.
At least here we are nearly done with everything. That's done. I've got all my plants. Lamp posts are there. I really like them, I don't know why. I didn't want it to have this wall really blank and boring. I think that gives the idea of pastas in Italians. I hope it will make some appetite.
Raj definitely has a glass half full outlook on life.
I've already got my beer connected. We are done with the menus, so it's pretty much there. And it really feels good when people pass by and ask you, oh, it really looks nice when you're going to open it. Let's see how it goes. I'm quite excited now.
Raj has sunk £140,000 into the place, and the building work has overrun massively. But at least it's finally beginning to look like a restaurant.
I was a bit worried earlier because, I mean, things were not going the way I wanted them to. I always calculated on my summer period, and summer was just slipping away from my hands. But now, as you can see, it's looking good. I'm quite confident it's going to be good.
The restaurant will open in 7 days' time, but if the place isn't finished, the opening night could be a disaster.
Opening is always challenging. There's always something missing. You can never be perfect.
At Camping Villasol, 21-year-old Ben Rigby and his dad Mick are being picked up for a day of fishing with the boys.
We're off on the road trip.
Mobility scooter boss Charles is on driving duty.
Go, Charles, go! I put the seatbelts on, not for safety reasons, for his driving reasons.
Mick's got a plan to make a few quid from the trip.
If you catch bass, get to the nearest restaurant and see if they want to buy them. Ask them how much they'll give you for them. Because they're fresh to court, they'll take them off you.
The lads are driving to Mascarat, 10 kilometres north of Benidorm, and Mick's hoping a change of scenery will help take Ben's mind off his failed romance.
Half the time I can't wait to get out of Benidorm. I've spent my time there, I've junked there every night, I've probably been in every bar, so it just gets boring after a while, and it's just not the life you want to lead, really.
This is where we're going to be fishing, right here on the rocks here.
Yo, let's get fishing.
A Benidorm breakfast. Kebab.
It's a cheap day trip for the boys.
Yeah, a lot of people do come out for excursions. It costs them quite a bit of money. It costs us nothing, just a few cans from the supermarket. And that's it, and a bit of bait.
There's a pretty big fish in town already today.
Is that Abramovich? Is that one? Mr. Moneybags who owns Chelsea. That's his boat there.
That is one boat, that.
All to have money, eh?
The guys get their tackle out in no time, and the fishing begins.
See what we catch? Duck. Not too bad.
Not too bad for a beginner.
But Ben's still got his ex on his mind.
Oh, it's just been mental. I've been drinking for 3 weeks solid. She was my first love, like, we was together for 3.5 years. But you get over it. Plenty more fish in sea. We'll catch one now. That's it, get out there. Catch me some fish.
Seeing Ben desperately unhappy has been hard for Mick too.
I'll give you every bit of advice I can give you. You don't take it, you don't take it. But hopefully, he's learnt his lesson.
So I just need to drinking and knock on head. I don't know, it's time to get my head down.
Yeah, and he's not a drinker. It does not suit him whatsoever. So that's it, he's grounded from drinking now. Yeah, so you're grounded.
Fishing trip helped me a lot because it gave me some chance to spend quality time with my dad rather than just going out and getting drunk.
It's been great father and son time, but the fishing skills need working on. No one's landed a thing all day.
That's why we're not catching any fish, it's your fault.
Oh, it's all these bloody jet skis and boats, isn't it? Excuse me, will you tell them people to stop enjoying themselves?
Back in town, it's a busy Saturday morning at Hepburn's, but the boss isn't there. This being Benidorm, where nothing's straightforward, she's got another job.
Here's more of the music you love with Vicki Caton.
This is cool.
Well, good morning, Costa Blanca. Your weather today in the Benidorm area is absolutely fabulous. Highs 27 degrees, lows tonight 14.
Vicky's gone from pampering to presenting. She's a DJ at one of the fastest growing radio stations on the Costa Blanca, Cool FM.
Coming up now, we've got another request going out to my bestie, Andrea and Simon.
All the presenters are volunteer British expats, and Vicky has her own Saturday show.
It's a great fun job. I absolutely love it. I can play anything I like on a Saturday morning. It's beautiful, absolutely fantastic. I love it, love it, love it. Best morning of the week. Have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you very soon.
Across town, after massive delays that have put enormous financial pressure on its owner Raj Kauser, the finishing touches are being done, the kitchen staff are prepping, and the Italian garden restaurant's almost ready, which is a good thing as it opens in 5 minutes. The menu's attracting some interest, and the first reactions are positive.
I think this restaurant will do very well because it's going to give a nice variety to the food selection around here. I think it'll take off.
Owner Raj is a little stressed. He's so keen to open and get the tills ringing, he hasn't fully briefed his staff.
Everything happened so quickly. I mean, we didn't have enough time so that we can have a little meeting together. We could have discussed things. We didn't even discuss table numbers.
But there's no time for that now because his first customers have already arrived.
It was a bit more of a shock, really, wasn't it? Yeah. Realised we was the first customers. You've got to try something new every time, haven't you?
It's half of the relief that I've got customer. I'll get the other half once they get satisfied. So challenge is still there.
Raj's friend, expat John Kelly, has turned up to show some support.
An Indian opening an Italian restaurant, taking a lot of balls. Fair play to him. Opening night is stressful for anybody, especially when it's a brand new venture and there's hardly any decent Italians in Benidorm. And he's going to make a go of it. I think so.
The first plates to leave the kitchen are served. And the first reviews are not far behind.
Very tasty, yeah.
I ordered spicy, but it's not really spicy.
Spice Girl's not happy, but her colleagues are.
Because we were the first customers, they gave us the drinks for free. If we were here for another week, we'd be back again, definitely. It's lovely. Really, really nice.
So far, so good.
The early nerves settle. The kitchen gets into gear and the punters start to roll in.
Any more drinks order?
And the decor gets the thumbs up.
I think they've done an absolutely amazing job. Yeah. I love that.
So far, it's a fantastic start. I was really under pressure the whole day, but now things are settling down, so I'm really happy about everything.
Prizing cash out of Brits' mitts isn't an easy ask. And watching the pennies more than most are 60-year-old twins, Catherine and Patricia from Warrington. They bought a caravan together on Camping Villamar 12 months ago. And they love one thing more than anything, spending as little money as possible.
I have a diary and I write how much I've spent. And by the end of the week, sometimes I might have only spent 20 euros. In this week, all I spent was 37 euros. I think when people have been here for a while, they say, right, we're living here now, we really need to tidy our belts, you know. In this one, I spent €1 on the aqua lesson.
Kath and Pat are Benidorm super savers, and they patrol the areas where the bins are kept, looking for items people have thrown away. And their favourite spot is the wall next to the shower block, which even has its own nickname.
Patricia and I call it Walmart because you can go and you can pick up virtually anything for free. See, someone's put those on there, they're Walmart. If you want to have these shoes, you take them. Somebody doesn't want them, and they're not old. We got these from Walmart, these from Walmart, that's from Walmart. One chest of drawers we got from Walmart.
The twins tour Villamar every day without fail.
There are always people buying caravans, leaving caravans, wanting to get rid of things, and so if I see anything, I'll pick it up and I'll recycle it myself.
do you think?
Any chips in it?
No.
They always say, don't they, one person's trash is another person's treasure. And there's nothing like getting a buzz from something that you really want to treasure and somebody's throwing it out because it's their trash. So it's great, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
We love it.
Benidorm might be in Spain, but at times it feels like a British enclave. And when it comes to Spanish language and food, generally speaking, us Brits aren't brilliant.
I'd like to learn Spanish, but it's actually sitting and learning it that I couldn't be bothered with.
Some British people try to speak Spanish, but most of them only know 3 words: hola, cerveza, beer, adios.
One cerveza, one beer, vino, blanco, white wine. So I've got the basics.
Si cerveza, por favor. I'm not really into a lot of Spanish food. Might sound daft to say like English food.
Say Sprite in Spanish, which is just basically the same, but with a Spanish accent. And I can say un momento.
British people don't speak Spanish, just speak English. Café con leche.
No, that's not Spanish though, is it? Is that Spanish? Oh, I can say that as well.
That's Spanish.
I thought that was Italian.
Donde es el lavabo? That means where is the sink? You always need to know where a sink is.
I was going to go do Spanish lessons, but there's no point because everybody speaks English.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estamos en Benidorm haciendo una fiesta.
Because everybody speaks English, we just don't have to bother.
One person who is embracing the Spanish way of life is charity organiser, DJ and boss of Hepburn's hair salon, Vicki Caton. Today she's hatched a plan to bring a bit of Spain into the salon. Any excuse to pop some corks.
Whee! Boom! Oh, expertly done, darling. Today is going to be our Spanish day, so we're going to be giving everybody a little bit of tapa and some cava or vino tinto or sangria.
Although she isn't yet fluent, Vicky's tried hard to learn the lingo.
Sí, okay, vale. Hablamos en español todo el día, chicas?
We have chosen to live in somebody else's country, and I think it's hugely important that we make an effort to learn as much language as is possible. And the number of British people I know who've lived here 20 years who speak no Spanish at all and have no Spanish friends is incredible.
But today, it's ole all the way. The carver's flowing, the sangria's sorted, and the tapas is tempting the punters.
You don't just want egg and chips all the time, yeah? Of course you want to eat Spanish as well. I've already had an English breakfast this morning, so I'm doing both.
But not everyone's as keen to try.
Just don't look very inviting, does it?
Come on, be brave. Tracy's lived here 7 years. She has never had tapas all the time she's lived here.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice, that.
Oh, they're lovely, those. So what do you think's your first tapas experience, then?
Yeah, it's very nice.
So you'll do it again?
I will try it again.
Tracy's getting a taste for the tapas and Vicky's getting a taste for the sangria.
It's a shame I'm driving today, actually. I might have to abandon my car.
Time to get the market a little merry.
¿Quieres tomar sangria? Sí. Vale? Sangria? My mum-in-law. I might know she'd arrive as soon as she can smell sangria. It makes work fun, doesn't it? We are in a service industry and it's nice to do something different and make everybody happy and put a smile on people's faces. I'm trying to say our Spanish Day was very successful.
Nuestro día dedicado a España ha sido todo un éxito.
Nuestro día de España ha sido...
Todo un éxito.
Todo un éxito.
After a month in Benidorm, Mick Clarkson's flying back to the UK.
Last lot packed, ready for the airport.
This is the last brew I've met you for a while, Dadsy.
When Mick arrived, his son Ben was down in the dumps after a breakup with his girlfriend.
Don't want to know how I feel right now. Rough as a dog.
But Mick sorted him out.
So I've done my job, mission completed. And it seemed like mission impossible at the start. Take it from me, he did. I don't think he's going to go backwards now. Forwards and onwards.
The pair's set off to the airport.
Probably get back home to rain in Manchester.
Ben's hired a van for a few days, but he's dropped a bit of a clanger.
I don't believe it. No way.
Don't say you've locked keys in the van.
Yeah.
You've locked the keys in the van?
You are kidding me.
Oh, that's great, that. Ben, I'm going to get to the airport. This is all we need now, Ben.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that was lucky.
Look at that.
That was lucky.
Now that's what you call a window of opportunity.
Well, goodbye, Villasol. Hope to see you again soon. You take care. Bye. Don't forget to bring me. Keep in touch with me, all right? Drive easy, Ben, on the way back.
I was sad to see my dad go because he definitely helped me a lot when I was in that bad place. My head was literally only just getting around what was going on. Airport is always the worst part. It was bad to see him go, filled up a bit, but I'm a big boy, I can cope with it. I think he's got peace of mind for going home now. As much as he does hate leaving, I think he knows he's done his job.
Mick may have departed, but Ben's back on track and refocused at work. He's given up the boozy nights, but he's still not got his eye completely on the job, because he's got a new girlfriend.
I have met a girl called Courtney, yeah. Hola, guapa.
What?
She's a lovely girl. She's the best girl I could ask for, really. Life's a lot better now. I'm definitely happy now.
Coming up on tonight's episode, some practical tips on interior design.
You can fix everything with gaffer tape. In fact, most of the caravan's probably held together with it, isn't it?
An expat entrepreneur falls foul of Spanish bureaucracy.
We're not doing anything illegal, we're just trying to earn an honest living, and anyone who knows here knows how hard that is.
And a special offer at a local bar pulls them in.
Come on, Paul, look like you're enjoying it.
I'm lay naked on my back.
When it comes to cheap and cheerful fun in the sun, you can't beat Benidorm. Prices are kept low because with around 2,000 bars, cafes and clubs in town, the competition for business is fierce. Good news for tourists, bad news for the Brits who run them. With profit margins cut to the bone, they have to work hard to survive. Until recently, Wayne Wright was working 24/7 running the Showboat Cabaret Bar.
If she's not here in 5 minutes, we'll cancel the table and give it away.
When it all became too much, he sold up.
Hiya, love.
What do you do with all your time now?
Oh, I don't know. I'll be able to do my cleaning, do my ironing, and it'd be just nice to be able to take the dogs for real long walks every day, you know.
And you'll be bored in 5 minutes flat. I give you 6 months and you'll be bored.
I won't.
You will.
But Wayne isn't one to stay idle for long. He's always been involved raising money for local charities, and now he's got more time to do it. He and his partner Des are off to Foley's Bar, a gathering place for some of the small army of expats who live here.
How are you?
Boiling.
It's run by Yorkshire couple Paul Thacker and Jackie Bodkin.
How are you, love? All right, Des. How are you? You all right?
Paul's come up with an idea to raise money for a local children's charity.
So I had an idea that we could have a naked calendar.
Did he just say naked?
12 normal people who were known in Benidorm.
Keep going, Paul.
My initial plan was that it were going to be just 12 males.
Well, that's Wayne on board, but with reservations.
Who's going to pay to see you and me naked?
Well, there is that to it. I was hoping that we could get some other high-profile Benidorm people on it.
Well, with all the tribute acts in Benidorm, Wayne's contact book is full of big names.
Elvis and Shaker, get them on it. You know, take that, they'll well be up for it. No, you've got to nail the balls down.
Take that might object. Who else is on the list?
Wayne's one. Are you going up for it, Des? Graham, Happy Days, perhaps at Villamar, myself, and get some others involved. But I would be posing for the picture, And then to cover my modesty, we'd use something related to the bar. The idea would be that I would be holding a barrel in front of me.
Got a better idea. Judging from what Jackie told me, stick that in front of it, love.
Yeah, so the idea would be that I'd be posing and we'd be holding that to cover my modesty. If we could sell 1,000 calendars.
Say €10 each, I don't think that's too much to charge, right?
Do you not think so?
No, €10, come on, what is it, £7? It will be easy to sell if we market it right. What I suggest we do is go Facebook. Just create interest straight away.
With sponsorship from local businesses to cover costs, the calendar could raise around £7,000 for the local children's charity. So Wayne gets straight on to social media.
But Paul had a great idea about a naked calendar using the people of Benidorm. What do you all think of the idea, and who would you like to see in it?
Paul's concerned that Wayne's 5,000 followers might be a little biased.
It won't be anybody else, it'll be just you, Wayne.
Don't get jealous, I've got something you haven't. Youth.
Youth! So it's been on not even 15 minutes and it's had 23 comments and 33 likes.
And it's just going out of control now.
Paul and Jackie's bar is in the area known as Caravan Corner. It's the local name for the collection of low-cost campsites on the outskirts of Benidorm. Popular for cheap family holidays, but also with the many budget Brits who make it their home. Like Jill and Maria Ryan, who've lived here for 4 years after putting their pub in Wigan up for sale.
It sold so quickly, we decided to take off on our travels. Come along to our little humble abode. Now, you see, in here is the actual eBay caravan. £800 off eBay. This is what we got for our money.
But it's roasting in there, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a problem Maria wasn't expecting to deal with.
I thought we were going to, like, the Lake District or something like that, but Jill then said, let's nip to France. I said, we can't nip to France. She said, well, we can, have you got the passport? So we had, so we did. And then we travelled through France, and I said, well, what are we going to do? And Jill said, well, I'll sing for our supper. So you won a competition in France, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I won a competition. We thought it was for a meal for two because our French is that poor. But it turned out to be €350, didn't it?
Yeah.
So it paid for the petrol for us to come here to Benidorm.
They're still relative newcomers. Some Brits have lived here a lot longer. 45-year-old Michelle Baker was born in Birmingham but was brought up in Benidorm. Her parents moved here in 1983. She's now editor of the Round Town Times, a local free sheet aimed at the British market.
The article that we did on the mayor, asking him to keep Benidorm safe, I want to do a follow-up on this because yesterday I did hear that they've already caught a band of robbers.
Michelle lives with her Spanish husband Paco and their 5 children in Alfaz on the outskirts. Like any busy mum, she has to juggle caring for her family with the demands of her job, but it gives her a unique insight.
I am an unusual character in so much as I've bridged the gap between England and Spain. I'm married to a Spaniard. My children are all bilingual. I run a business here and I've been involved in politics, so there's nothing in Benidorm that could ever shock me.
Nice try, mate. But never say never, because Spanish bureaucracy has a big shock in store for Michelle and her family. Pillars of the Benidorm entertainment scene, Wayne Wright, Des Bellamy and bar owner Paul Thacker are scouting for talent. They're looking for sponsors, locations and potential models who will bear all for a charity calendar to raise money for a local children's home. First up is Graham Happy Days Boland, entertainments manager at Benidorm's biggest and busiest campsite.
Paul's come up with the idea of doing a calendar. We've tried to choose all the best-known people in Benidorm, and Villamar, Happy Days, is one of the wonders of Benidorm. Happy Days. So we've put you on our shortlist of people who'd like to be involved in it. And all we need you to do, really, is Villamar sponsor it, and then you need to get your kit off and pose in one of these pictures.
That's the selling point of the calendar.
How naked?
Well, you will be naked behind your object. I thought you could be our little lifeguard.
Happy Days, I'm up for a bit of David Hasselhoff.
There you go.
There we are.
Yep.
Happy Days. I don't have to run around, do I?
No, we don't want to see you wobbling. We just want to see you.
So who else is going to be part of this calendar? Who's the others?
All the biggest stars in Benidorm, really. We've got Des and I, of course. We've got Paul in it. He's having a beer barrel, Jackie said, to hide his other one.
That's to cover my belly, not to cover anything else.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
So you're up for it? Oh, well, happy days then, isn't it?
Happy days for the children's charity E-Mouse, if they can pull it off. Next, Hepburn's salon and glamorous owner Vicki Caton.
So what's this all about then?
We are doing a calendar to raise some money for the children of Emmaus.
It's going to be a male naked calendar.
I'm liking the sound of this. This sounds great.
So what we want to do, really, is include the sexiest people in Benidorm.
And do I not count in that as
Yes, but darling, it's up here and not down here, right? The biggest market to sell to is women.
To Vicky's relief, it's only her salon he's after.
If we do take the pictures in here, maybe if we ring a sheet in that day so no one actually sees him from there.
Yes.
Because you know what boys are like with the manhood. They're not all like me flopping it out in Cafe Benidorm, you know.
And is it going to be flopped out in public, dear?
Well, you're not going to see it. So we'll be in touch with you next week to arrange photographs.
Ooh, This is exciting, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I'm going all unnecessary.
So far, so good. It's time for a progress report with Paul's other half, Jackie.
I think it's looking good with the list that we've got there of people.
Everyone wants to get the kit off for some reason. Surprise me.
Including you.
I know.
Problem is, they're all prima donnas. So every photo you're going to take, well, I don't like that, I don't like this.
So, who's going to be taking all these pictures?
Ta-da!
I don't mind. I'll take the pictures.
Is that, you're quick to volunteer then, Des, won't you?
I've got a camera.
Would you like an assistant?
4 years ago, Jill and Maria swapped their pub in Wigan for a second-hand caravan and a new life in Benidorm, all for next to nothing. This place may be cheap to live in, but it's not free, so they need to be resourceful.
I am very tight, actually, because I fix everything with gaffer tape. I think gaffer tape's Mum's best friend. It does a lot more for you than a dog. You can fix everything with gaffer tape. In fact, most of the caravan's probably held together.
Don't say that.
It's amazing what you can pick up if you keep your eyes peeled.
One of our friends was tidying up and he put this table outside. They asked him, could we have it? And then, yeah, he let us have it, didn't he?
I'm sorry, cheeky man.
I know, he wasn't even getting rid of it, but it just fit nice in our living room.
It does look nicer in here than it did in his.
We managed to get that chair free. Somebody had matching chairs and they wanted 2 matching ones.
But you modelling? No, go on, show them.
Let's fire.
They'll not be able to put their feet up long. They're due a visit from the grandkids.
This will be the granny flat in here.
I call this a tent with a bed in it. Jill says it's the guest room.
Family's important and not just their own. Maria makes a living researching family trees online, while Jill sings for their supper around Benidorm's bars. Money's tight, but they wouldn't swap their life with anyone.
The wages reflect the cost of living out of it, but we are doing what we love to do and managing to make a living out of it.
Benidorm's 10 campsites are full of Brits living the dream on a bargain budget. 4 years ago, Mum of 5, Michelle Baker, decided there was room for one more, so she opened a new site.
Orange Grove is our campsite, my husband and mine. It's our 6th child, we call it. It's our baby because we, created the idea in our head together. It took 3 years to open, a lot of work. So when we eventually got it open on the 1st of April 2012, it was a massive relief. And following a quiet summer, because the campsites are quieter here in summer than they are in winter, we were delighted that it started filling up. That was taken in February of this year, just because I was so proud that the site was completely full and we had to put the full sign on the outside.
Campers pay €10 a night. That's €300 a month. Times that by all 40 pitches, and Michelle and husband Paco have a nice little earner on their hands.
We've got a little bar area if people do want to buy a beer. We're surrounded by lanes where people have nice walks in the morning or go for a run. And if you want a bit more life, you're just 2 miles down the road to the coast.
But there's a major problem. 4 months ago, at the height of peak season, the town council ordered the family to close the site down. They allege it's 1 square metre too small to get a campsite licence.
Bureaucracy in Spain. It's an absolute minefield because everywhere you go, they tell you something different. There's just nobody with common sense that can see not only how beneficial this is to my family, to my income, but for the economy. We're not doing anything illegal, we're just trying to earn an honest living, and anyone who knows here knows how hard that is.
While the site is shut, Michelle's losing thousands of euros every single month.
I couldn't consider doing what a lot of people do, which is jumping on a plane and going home to England, because I haven't lived in England since 1983.
The next few months are critical, as Michelle will have to take on the bureaucrats in battle to reopen her site. While Benidorm's budget Brits might work hard to make ends meet, they don't scrimp when it comes to good causes. Creative director Wayne and his snapper sidekick Des are off to shoot Benidorm's first ever naked charity calendar. It was bar owner Paul Thacker's idea, so he's first on the menu.
Come on, Paul, look like you're enjoying it.
Anyone coming in for a full English is in for a shock.
Stop looking so nervous.
Stop looking so nervous. I'm laid naked on my back.
Very straightforward, no dramas. If the whole day's like that, we'll be finished nice and early today.
At Camping Villamar, entertainment manager Graham Boland is about to become Mr. May.
Well, our Graham's going to be David Hasselhoff.
Oh, yeah, he's doing lifeguard pose, isn't he? That'll be fun.
However, turning the campsite loose into Malibu Beach might be a challenge.
Maybe if we shut that door there, right?
Yeah, that'll do it.
And just...
What about the back drop,
Yeah. Smile.
Steady, ladies. He's bearing up well until a camper wants the loo. One flush and the hoff's off. Next up, it's Benidorm's Rat Pack, queuing up to be Mr. September.
You ready?
Do you not think you should have bubbles out?
Stop it.
Darren?
Oi, shoes off the table.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
Over at Hepburn's salon, hypnotist Gareth Fulton has Vicki in a trance. The shoppers are getting an eyeful. That's showbiz, darling. The entertainment's business is big business in Benidorm. So many acts are looking for work, though, it drives the fees down, and singers like Jill Ryan have to do multiple gigs a night to survive.
Love you. See you later. I'm back about 12.
Jill's got a busy night of performances tonight, so Maria's home alone researching family trees. She's turned a hobby into cash.
It's like 9 o'clock now. I've got like 2 gigs. We'll be back by 12 o'clock at night. But it feels like absolutely ages because we just are together all the time. Look, I'll get back later on and then we'll watch a bit of telly, and that's the best part of the night.
But it's not over yet. However many gigs she does, they all expect her to be at her best.
It's by no means the image of a rock and roll lifestyle, but to be honest, I wouldn't really like to be famous. I enjoy living over here. I like it in our little caravan, but it does give you a little taste of what it'd be like to be a rock star. Here I am on the poster. Of course, it looks nothing like me in real life.
Please welcome onto the stage the one, the only, Mr. Ryan.
Thank you.
She's busy now, it's summer, but in the winter season, work dries up. Luckily, Maria's income picks up round Christmas as more people order family trees to give us gifts. So they manage to get by.
Have a beautiful
Thank you very much. See you later. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye. It's got to be about 25 past now, and we're meant to be on the other one about 1/2 past. It's all go, go, go. See you in a bit. You quite often see a few of the other artists rushing between the gigs. It's mental because you're running down the street to your next gig and you're just like, "Hi," keep going.
Please give it a big warm welcome, Jill Ryan.
Thank you.
In Benidorm, the going rate for singers is only around €60 per gig. Not that Jill gets to hang on to it for long.
I'm glad it's all over, but I'll get back to Maria now, and what'll happen is I hand all my wages over to her. That's the real. I go out and work, and she just takes it all of me when I get back. But I like it like that because I'm not very good with money. I love it when I come down the street after a busy night and she's sat there waiting for me on the front. I love it. Oh, my feet are killing me. Okay. Yeah. Cheers, baby. What are we watching?
How'd you get away with murder?
Great stuff.
Another glorious day of sun and fun in Benidorm. But working mum of 5, Michelle Baker, isn't feeling it.
Estoy perdiendo dinero.
Her campsite was recently closed down by the council.
Adiós, adiós.
But Michelle's not taking it lying down. She's ready for a battle.
I sent a very aggravated email the other day to the consulate.
She's got lawyers on the case.
So this is just, a whole dossier of communication.
And she's challenging the council's findings. The land has been remeasured to prove that it is big enough for a licence, and she's just had some fantastic news.
This is the latest one from our lawyer, which has requested to the county council that they reinstate our provisional licence based on the fact that the campsite was closed for reasons that weren't correct. We proved they weren't correct.
But the gates are still firmly shut.
But nobody in the town hall now wants to sign off that piece of paper, which is incredibly frustrating that a business that works so well for us and was such a good provider for our family was then taken from us.
It's a bitter blow for Michelle, so the battle has to go on.
I'm prepared to try anything, just to get someone to listen.
Meanwhile, the calendar boys are back on the job, but they've hit a problem. A local boy band can't decide who goes centre stage.
I'll stand in the middle.
This calls for all Wayne's diplomatic skills.
Right, just for point of fact, right, you want the prettiest at the front.
Why don't you stand in the middle? Oh.
But you do, don't you? You're telling your band, right? Boy band, right? You at the back would be better. There's no...
Right.
You're the lead singer, you've got to be in the middle. Right.
That solved that, but now they're a member short.
It's not that big, Jake. Come on.
He's going to need a bigger bottle.
You might want to lift your hand up a little bit. That's it, there. Stay there. One more.
And if all else fails, there's always another option.
And crop that and cut it off, so...
Yeah.
Bit extreme, but hey, it is for charity. And with 11 months of Benidorm beefcake in the can, it's finally time for Wayne and Des to get them off and get in.
Things I'll get dragged into.
The job's a good one. Hats off to you guys. No! Keep them on!
Can't say, I think. We're done.
In Spain, markets are a way of life, and it's one part of Spanish culture the British are happy to embrace. In the Costa Blanca, there's a different market on every day of the week, from flea markets to food markets. They're a magnet for bargain-loving Brits over on holiday. The residents also shop here, but they don't pay tourist prices. Today, expats Maria and Jill give a masterclass on playing the markets.
You see that black and white bag? She's just paid €23 for that, and we know that they sell them regularly at €20 or less.
Or less, yeah.
It's that thing again, though, isn't it? If you don't live here, you don't know.
There are a few simple tricks of the trade. Watch and learn.
What we need to look for, really, is where they haven't got set prices on them.
unless they are incredibly low.
I mean, really, at €3, you couldn't afford not to be set price, could you?
The more you buy, the more you save.
You missed a good bit of haggling then.
Hello, €1.
The guy there, he's already bought 2, so he's gone back to get more, but stressing that he wanted it cheaper because he's already bought 2 off the same stall. Good guy, see? Obviously he knows.
Which was you thinking?
Don't know. 1 for €10, 2 for 15. So obviously
it's pay for it.
Don't know.
When it comes to haggling, Jill's the one who goes in for the kill.
She's going to show me up.
€5. 7 por Coca-Cola. No. No es así, hombre.
For €5. Gracias.
The deal is done at €5.
I always kind of get hugely embarrassed, but then I'm really, really happy when she gets something and she gets it for this kind of price. So, yeah, good stuff.
Welsh pensioners Barry and Barbara Price like a bargain too. They started their new life here after retiring from their jobs at the Caravan Club UK. Caravan life suits them to a T. The climate, the cost, and most of all, the laid-back lifestyle.
Barry's got a saying that he doesn't use 4-letter words anymore. He doesn't do work, he doesn't walk a lot, but he does like beer and wine, so they're 4-letter words that he does quite like.
You just relax and go with the flow and do exactly the same as the Spanish. Oh, mañana, it'll wait until tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow never comes, so you never end up doing what you were going to do to start with.
For them, it's all about saving labour. Why work up a sweat weeding and mowing when you can hose off your fake plants and hoover your fake lawn? Mr. Bit.
People still smile when I tell them I'm doing this now.
Well, there you go. That's gardening done for a week.
With such a low-maintenance lifestyle, the biggest challenge faced by the Welsh pensioners is filling their balmy Mediterranean days without emptying the bank account.
We're out, we get up in the morning, sun shining. Right, what should we do today?
You give up work and you sort of, isn't it marvellous what we're doing? We've got nothing to do and all day to do it in.
Michelle Baker can't afford to give up work just yet. Her camper park has been closed down by the local council and her family of 5 are starting to feel the pinch.
I just didn't believe it, but then it was real and I was like, whoa.
It hit me that, oh my God, this is really important.
I would have wished I was younger so I didn't have to worry about it, because now each time I ask for something off you, I think, is that too expensive or something? So I won't ask.
It's made you more conscious of spending. Anything can happen to you here that usually wouldn't happen to you in the UK. It's just common sense isn't very common in Spain.
Many British expats have come a cropper dealing with the Spanish system. Michelle is better placed than many to understand it, and now she's all tied up in red tape.
We should be in the middle of our busy, busy season and the site is completely empty, as are our coffers. No money coming in.
The official reason it was closed was that it fell under the qualifying size for a campsite by 1 square metre. Now Michelle's had it officially remeasured and there's good news and bad.
The good news that in this wad of papers is the letter that we got back from the Land Register agreeing that our land was big enough to run this activity.
And the bad news?
The frustrating part is, locally, they won't let us reopen, so we've appealed and said, listen, we've proved the land is big enough. Why won't you let us reopen? But, you know, this is Spain, and the frustration of mañana, 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 and then it's August and everything's closed because it's summer, and then it's a fiesta and everything's closed. But it's par for the course, and when you sign up to live here, you do sign up warts and all.
Despite her frustration, Michelle hasn't lost heart.
I'm incredibly hopeful for the future. I've got to be. I've got 5 children to support. This has got to have a happy ending. This will reopen. Somebody, somewhere will see common sense and say, you had a business that brought people in from outside of Spain to spend their hard-earned cash in our local economy. Yep, and that person, once they get it, is going to say, open your darn door.
The bargain-loving Brits who have made their homes in Benidorm are always on the lookout for cheap days out. And the cheapest you can get are the so-called blanket trips, a free coach trip to the Spanish countryside. For super savers Barry and Barbara, the temptation has often proved too great.
We've been on the blanket trips loads of times, because if you want to see somewhere that's not in Benidorm, then this is the ideal thing. I mean, they go to half a dozen different locations, doesn't cost you anything. And it's supposed to be wine tasting and chocolate tasting. So, I mean, it really is a good bargain. That's his first on. Pick your seat.
That's what's in it for Barry and Barbara, but what's in it for the company who organises the trips? Well, obviously, it's one long sales opportunity. Every stop is a temptation to spend money. But Barry is confident he can resist.
It's like an auction. You keep your hands in your pocket. Don't wave them around, otherwise you'll end up spending money.
At the first location, salesman Lee's ready to sell, sell, sell. Good luck, mate.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Are we all right? Yeah.
So I'm going to be doing a demonstration for you this morning, quite possibly the best sleeping system on the market today. In order for me to demonstrate this properly to you, one of you lucky people get in bed with me. Who's that going to be?
At least offer to buy them dinner first. Oh, Barry's up for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, give Barry a round of applause. Hop on board, sir. That's my side, Barry.
Now then, if you do share the bed with a partner, of course you're moving around. Now, I can't see Barry behind me, but I should imagine he's not moving.
No change there, then.
More importantly, the water that I put at the side of his head isn't moving either. If I did this on your steel sprung coil mattress back at home, it'd be soaking wet through.
And probably dialing 999.
Right, well, thank you very much, Barry. Let me ask you to go back to those extremely comfortable chairs over there.
How was it for you, Barry? Is his sales resistance starting to crack?
Lee was very good, very convincing, but got me very close to buying this time, but not quite.
No, it was that grip I had on your hand that stopped you.
Brits on a budget may have to scrimp a bit, but this community will always find €1 or 2 to support a good cause. The naked calendar is still at the printers, so in the meantime, Maria has organised another money-raising event for the same children's home, this time with clothes on.
Thank you.
There are singers, magicians and comedians. Hey, guess where he's from?
Yes, this is for the children. We're going to want you to give as much as you can.
They're aiming to make £1,000 and they're off to a good start.
709.
The raffle is a big earner. All the prizes have been donated by fellow expats.
Great ticket. 526 to 530.
But when one prize is announced, rumours of raffle rigging are suddenly rife. Maria's got lucky.
75.
But I'll give the money back. I'll give the money back. I won. You won. It's gone back in the pot.
They've begun well, but the big bucks should start to come in a little later with the celebrity auction. Back on the coach tour, Barry and Barbara Price are visiting businesses along the Costa Blanca. So far, the canny pensioners have resisted the urge to spend any money. But the next stop is a local deli with the lure of chocolate and wine.
Oh, here we go.
Now the temptation to spend really starts. Oh, go on then.
Thank you so much.
What's this?
A little something to go with it?
Cheers.
And for dessert?
Honey and nuggets.
Did he just join the back of the queue again?
We'll try the sausage. Oh, there you go.
Spicy.
Very nice.
Here, it's all try before you buy. Barry's certainly trying, but is he buying?
I think that's not a bad offer.
No.
bottle of Muscatel, bottle of red, and you got 4 of any choice of the chocolate bars.
He's weakening.
The spicy and the plain chorizo, it's about 22, 23 euros worth. But of course you're buying it for 15, which is £12, or just less than £12.
Is the price right?
We'll do that.
We will, it's cheap.
Barry Price, come on down. How did they rate it as a bargain day out?
Been very good, nice. Yeah, I think quarter past 3 in the afternoon, 6 hours. Free trip. Well, I say free. We've got our little goodie bag, bargain. But no, it's been a very nice day, very good day.
At the Expat Charity Bash, the excitement is mounting for the main event of the auction. Local celebrities Jill and Wayne and Elvis are on hand to help. Maria has asked Wayne to run the auction. Sorry, Elvis, maybe next time. When it comes to the fruit hamper, a battle breaks out. Benidorm bar king Tad Crocker opens the bidding. Wayne's partner Des tops him.
60 against you, Tad, with Des. 65 euros is perfect, 70 with Des now. Olivia, are you going to make Tad get his hand in his pocket? 80 euros against you, Tad.
But Tad's girlfriend Olivia isn't backing down.
100 euros against you, Des. I'll tell you what, Bianca, because it's me and you and because it's our little children's home. Why don't we put 100 in each and you can take the apple to the kids' home? What about that then, eh?
Honours even and everyone's happy.
Well, it's about the expat community pooling together to raise money for the orphans in the children's home. Benidorm. It's packed with big-hearted people. And what you get in Benidorm is real people, not pretentious people. Real people who are prepared to give.
Maria was aiming for £1,000. So how much did she make?
2,599.
Many thousands of British OAPs have set up camp on the Costa Blanca to make the most of a limited income. You can still draw the UK pension here, but it may not amount to much more than £100 a week. Barry and Barbara Price came to Benidorm 7 years ago to make the most of their modest pension pot.
We've got a budget as our income. That's our budget, and how we spend it can vary week to week to week.
It's a completely different concept to being on holiday and living here, and you have to accept that you can't go out every night and enjoying yourself and spending lots of money.
Done this way?
Yeah, it's okay.
Like most Brits, they love a good market, and they're regulars at all the local ones. Here, they home in on the freshest fruit and veg at the lowest prices.
Okay,
But of course, you have to try before you buy.
Have some of them then.
And if you're not sure, try again. The prices buy all their fruit and veg in bulk.
We spend 10, 12 euros, which is £8 or £9, I suppose, on the fresh veg, and then freeze it, which lasts us a fortnight, so it's about £4.50 a week. I mean, even if we did the same thing in the UK, we probably spend £25 to buy the same amount of food. Yep. Benidorm really is the cheapest place in Spain.
You can't eat out anywhere cheaper than in Benidorm.
Nope. I mean, you go from the cheapest Chinese 3-course meal, including half a bottle of wine, for €4.95, and that's £3.50. You can't buy the half bottle of wine in the UK for that. It's crazy.
The only drawback to whiling away your autumn years in the Spanish sun is not getting to see the kids and grandchildren. But if you can also offer a bargain break for the relatives back home, then everyone's a winner. Maria's family are regular visitors to the caravan she shares with Jill on the outskirts of Benidorm.
Before the grandchildren come over, it's kind of a week's preparation, really, because we live in such compact quarters, let's say. Organisation's the key. So we've got to make room for 3 lots of clothing, 3 piles. We've got to do the shopping, bearing in mind what each child wants.
They go straight to the biscuit tin, look for the biscuit tin, because that's where they have all the special. So we have to fill that up before they come over.
They want to see all the favourite
And my biscuit
things.
tin, don't forget.
We weren't forgetting your biscuit tin.
Biscuits aside, having the kids to stay doesn't have to break the bank.
Don't worry about the visits over here. We've got everything we need on the campsite.
Yeah, we do. I think I'll have to get another job, though, to keep us in Christmases and birthdays.
These family holidays are the high points of Jill and Maria's new life in Spain. Sorry.
Benidorm's got a big piece of our hearts. We do have some good friends
Yeah, we've
here,
got some
don't
good
we?
friends over
Yeah. We have the sun, the scenery, some beautiful places just in and around Benidorm.
And we can both do the jobs that we love
Yeah,
and
we
choose to do.
Yeah, and you know that's a lot, isn't it? At different points in your life, your dream is what your dream is. And for me, right here, right now, this is living a dream.
Wayne and Des have been slaving away on a charity calendar of Benidorm celebs in their birthday suits. Now it's time to bear all, the unveiling of the finished work to Paul and Jackie, who set them off on this mission in the first place.
Wait. Benidorm calendar 2016.
Poor Albie.
Poor Albie. Whoa, Mr. March. You could have airbrushed it a bit better than that, though, Des. I was going to say it's getting better, but then I've just turned over to Happy Days Graham.
You've airbrushed
You've airbrushed him, haven't you? His waist is never that thin. He must be holding his breath. And how long did he hold his breath for?
It's good, isn't it? Oh, that's good.
Can't look at Darren the same anymore.
Oh, Wayne and Des in a jacuzzi.
Do you like them?
I think they're brilliant. Quality's good, the pictures are good. I think they're worth every cent of €10, don't you? I don't think we'll have any problem selling them, will we?
And Paul gets straight to work.
€10 each, Marlene, but worth every cent.
I'd like 2.
You'd like 2 calendars? That's even.
I want to give one to a friend.
That's even better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your enjoyment might stop when you get to March.
Yeah.
Wait till you get to May.
That's 2 down, another 998 to go.
On tonight's show, bar owners gamble on a new money spinner.
It's shut from the 25th to the 29th.
So now what?
So now we're back to square one.
Drag act Dusty Crack puts all his eggs into one outfit.
It will look Amy Winehouse, but slutty.
And Benidorm's hardest working Del Boy has had enough of it.
I come out here to work like a 12-hour day.
Benidorm is home to over 3,000 businesses owned and run by expat Brits, often catering for other Brits.
It's like Blackpool, but with the sun.
If it wasn't for the British, they'd probably be shut.
There are restaurants,
2 glasses of red.
mobility scooter rentals, stag party organisers and estate agents. They all live the dream in Benidorm, but at a cost.
You have to make it happen, so you have to put all this work in 24/7. If you're not here in 5 minutes, we'll cancel the table and give it away.
I won't come to Benidorm now and start up, because now it's too hard.
The most common dream business is the good old-fashioned British pub, but it's the hardest game of the lot, something Paul and Jackie from West Yorkshire didn't realise at first when they sold up and moved out here 8 years ago.
I can remember the day we opened and thinking,
What have we done?
Yeah, what are we doing now? We're going to get used to this. And all of a sudden, we've been here 7 years.
Well, I'd never even pulled a pint before in my life. I never wanted to work in a bar, so it was different. But now it's just
second
natural,
nature.
isn't it?
These two started the hard way. Instead of buying an existing bar like most people, they started from scratch in an empty unit.
7 years ago, when we moved on there, it was notorious that all the bars were €1 a pint.
And struggling.
It's a bit of a false economy, really, I think.
That's the difference
I
now.
would rather have 10 people in the bar buying £1.50 a pint than having 15 and making no money at €1 a pint. It's just pointless.
But to make that risky gamble work, they've had to build a loyal group of year-round expat regulars.
We built up a clientele, if you like, in them 7 years. Because we didn't really want a holiday bar as such, did we?
Well, it's like a little family, isn't it? It's like the Waltons.
To keep them coming back, they need daily attractions.
Two fat people wobbling 88.
Like bingo nights and quiz nights.
10 out of 10.
All to keep them happy and spending.
If they're in the bar,
over the bar.
that's how we make our money.
It's a way of life and it's not a job. When we first took over the bar, we never got a day off, did we?
No.
And we used to do probably 100 hours a week each. Whereas now, we still do 60, 70 hours a week, which is still a lot.
And some days you go in and think, oh, I've had a great day, and other days we look at each other and go, is it home time?
And that's only when we've only been there 2 hours.
And home is a caravan on Camping Villamar, just next door to the bar.
This is the inside of the caravan.
Which we just use as a bedroom, basically, on office.
Office space.
It's like a little mini apartment, really. Washing machine, fridge, freezer. We don't use it a lot.
There's no time for living. They're always working on ideas to keep the bar busy, like one of their biggest earners, the fortnightly barbecue.
We sell tickets for €6, so they get a burger, a hot dog and chicken, and then hopefully behind the bar they just spend.
You hope. Another group of hard-working, dream life-chasing Brits are the entertainers, from singers to comedians to drag acts. They do everything they can to fight for their spot in the limelight. Just like hairdresser and female impersonator James Gibson, a.k.a. Dusty Crack.
Who is Dusty Crack? She's nothing like me at all. Everybody loves her. You know, I mean, Dusty's a big flirt. It's two different people. Totally different people, isn't it?
Very true.
Smile in action. And people say to me, oh, don't you feel bad sort of doing that? I say, no, it pays the bills.
James moved out here 6 years ago to live the Benidorm dream, working as a freelance hairdresser before finding his feet with Dusty. David moved out to be with him 4 years ago.
In this tiny little shack, we have
4 dogs, 3 cats, and a budgie.
And to be honest, he's the messiest out of the lot.
But their Benidorm dream has turned a little sour recently.
It is very difficult. Since the crisis, the wages have gone right down. People that are used to doing a show for €100 or 150 euros a night to suddenly go down to 30, 40 euros, something like that, it's a big kick in the pants.
In reality, you really have to have a second job out here.
Yeah.
James is doing the hairdressing during the day, then he'll do the shows at night. I'm very lucky being a chef, so there's always work available for chefs wherever you go. Take the work when you can, whenever you can.
Despite the low pay, they have a dream to swap their wooden shack for a proper house with a garden for their menagerie of pets.
We're saving for a new place. I want new things, nice things in the home. There's priorities in life.
But with an array of famous women to impersonate, it takes a lot of time to recoup the costs.
I mean, yes, we get paid 50 euros for the night. Then you've got your wear and tear on your outfits, makeup, tights, taxi home. So really, you don't come out with a lot of profit. But it all goes in the pot, doesn't it?
That's why James, his costumes and wigs, take the bus to every gig.
Over here, you only get out of life what you put into it. And so if you want something, you've got to work for it.
And one couple who've got bargain living down to a T are Camping Villamar's very own bargain hunters.
This is Pauline. I'm Eddie. We've been here about 7 years now. It's large, it's got plenty of swimming pools and that type of thing on, you know, and it's all free, all the pools and everything.
Eddie and Pauline from Middlesbrough live most of the year in Benidorm. Their pitch is directly opposite the bins at Villamar.
They're only, what, 20 foot away?
Which for many people would be a disaster, but for this resourceful pair, it's a gold mine.
It's surprising the stuff that does come. You get like these things here, people just throw stuff away. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Yeah, come on, no problem.
It's just a long line of unwanted acquisitions for Eddie and Pauline.
That bike was over there. All I've done is adjusted the brakes. There's nothing wrong with it, really.
We got 14 beach towels out of there one day. So...
My favourite chair, this one was over there. So I've had to put someone on there because it goes so far back. When I get to sleep on this, like, you can hear me snoring.
With over 2,000 clubs and bars in Benidorm, competition for customers is fierce. And with bars going bust on a regular basis, you have to keep customers coming back or you'll go under. Bar owners Paul and Jackie put on weekly special events for their regulars, and today they're preparing for their biggest earner, the fortnightly barbecue.
We sold 60 this time. 60's fine. They paid €6 for a ticket. They might spend €10 on drink. They're going to have food, entertainment.
The most, €20.
And they're going to, the most are going to spend €20 for us.
€1,200 a day is huge for the bar, so they need everything to be perfect to keep the customers happy.
It says 100% chance of rain this afternoon.
Oh.
The one thing that's not in our control is the weather.
But it's not just the weather they need to worry about. They've hired a new singer, Aisha.
Aisha's never worked here before. Obviously, in my own mind, there's an element of doubt.
With the week's biggest takings at stake, it's fingers crossed time. But as the bar fills, the sun begins to shine.
Good afternoon, campers.
Which means only one thing, the till is ringing.
Yes. We'll all have a party today, yes?
Grubs up. 60 hungry stomachs spending €6 a pop descend on the buffet and barbecue. It's such an important money-maker that even their good friend Graham Happy Days Boland from Camping Villamar can't get in for free.
Got a gig, Sasha?
Unfortunately, sometimes we do get people who come without tickets and we have to eject them. Can you see your ticket?
I've just given it to Jackie or one of the bar staff. I think I should go with the one thing.
I don't think they did. You have to leave. Can you leave, please? Can you leave, please? Can you leave, please? Can you leave, please? Thank you. There's always one, and he's always it.
I've got 2 hot dogs, a burger, and I haven't paid a penny, so it's happy days, isn't it?
Happy days, eh? Time to find out from the regulars.
They come to everyone. It's good, so good, you can't beat it.
They make you welcome and we'll have a really good laugh.
They always put a good spread on, and to be fair, it works hard for the customers.
They like the food, but will they like new singer Aisha?
Right then, folks, it's showtime. Please put your hands together and give a warm Foley's Bar welcome to the wonderful Aisha.
Hello.
Well, they're up and dancing, and the till is ticking over, and with many more hours of boozing ahead, it's going to plan.
I hope that'll be quite a good day behind the bar. There's 60 people here, so there's no reason why it shouldn't be.
But tomorrow, it's back to square one. They need to find some new ideas to keep everyone happy and splash in the cash. Next door is Camping Villamar, home to most of this lot and thousands of other Brits living the Spanish sunshine dream.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Hello, how are you? No?
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
But not everyone is working 60 hours a week like Paul and Jackie. Londoners Kim and Craig came out to live the dream without the hard work.
Beats 9 to 5 in England, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I used to do it. I used to do routing years ago. Up at 5 o'clock into London, come back 5 o'clock, have a wash, tea, telly, bump bed. Don't really want to work that hard. Just try and get by. That's it, innit? Really, innit? I ain't come out here to work like a 12-hour day.
When they first arrived, they did a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Done bar work, you've had burger stall.
Oh, yeah, you name it, I've done it my life. Always done a bit of buying and selling, and I bought a caravan. Someone offered me a price, I couldn't turn it down, and I said, oh, I'll put it on a plot for you, do it. We agreed a price, and I thought, well, there's a little market here.
I had a lovely one, it was really nice. And I said, we'll keep this one. And I went home. I was only home a week and a half, and he sold it.
But they're not selling this one, they love it.
It's not massive, but it's just, there's the kitchenette thing, all the settee, living area. I don't know what's in there. My dirty washing. And sold maybe 20 in the past few years. I still do if some people do ask me, but I'm trying to slow down a bit.
Take it easy.
To add to the caravan buying and selling, they've seen another nice little niche, caravan maintenance. Wonder where they got that idea.
As I was cleaning my own patio, then a neighbour asked, then another neighbour asked, and I said, look, I can't keep doing this. And they said, oh, we're willing to pay, and it just sort of escalated. Sometimes people don't come for 6 months, and their plots get overrun with weeds, so I'm there to keep it tidy.
There's just bits and pieces that you get on and do.
Yeah.
I do some cleaning of people's caravans.
Yeah.
They leave me their keys so that when they come back out, the beds are changed. The more you get to know people and they know what you do, the more work you get.
They're trying to hit their target of €200 a week by doing just the right amount of working and living.
In the morning, cup of coffee, have a little chat to people, go and do your bits of work, have a little bit of lunch. In the afternoon, do another bit. It's not a bad life.
Swim.
Yeah. You're not pouncing up with no one, not hurting no one, and everyone's doing the same out here, just living a dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you like live a millionaire's lifestyle for nothing, really, you know what I mean? A bit like a lottery winner. I say we've been here 14 years, so I was doing something right. You know what I mean? I ain't going out robbing banks either, so we're doing all right.
But all right isn't enough for James, a.k.a. Dusty Crack. He's working hard to save for a house. Tonight, he's dragged his dresses downtown to a regular gig, all for 35 quid, and it's not the most glamorous venue.
This is my little chamber where I get changed. I have all the best dressing rooms. I've got about 8 different costume changes tonight. You just hope, once you've got everything set up, that they don't want something out of the freezers, because they lift it all up and everything goes flying. There you go, Dusty is born.
Not exactly the West End, and as well as 8 costume changes and 20 songs, she's even got to drum up her own business.
You can never tell. It only takes one stag group or hen party to come round the corner and the place is full.
It's not looking great, but the show must go on. Dusty has to quick change and perform as famous faces. Can you guess who it is? No, it's Cher. What about this one? No, wrong again. It's Liza Minnelli. Finally, a stag party arrives. The bar is filling up and Dusty's night has turned a profit.
There you go, 50 euros. All that just for 50 euros. But it's worth it. It's a job, and it pays the bills, so what more could you ask for, apart from a very large brandy?
Back at Camping Villamar, super scrimpers Eddie and Pauline have decided it's time to head home, but not before another quick trip to the bins.
A bit torn there, but you could just staple that back on. I'll stick that there. My dad died when we were a kid, and there was only my mum, and my mum had 3 jobs. When you're skint and when you come up and you're with nothing, and you've never had nothing, then you just tend to use your money wisely, and you tend to not waste anything. Waste nothing.
Like other swallows, as they're known, Eddie and Pauline leave when Benidorm starts to bake.
Don't come in July and August because it's too hot
for me.
For Pauline, she doesn't know it. And she's had cancer, and she had the operation on her leg, so she hasn't to sit in the sun, what they call a melanoma.
Melanoma.
It might be better for Pauline in their cooler 2-bed semi in Middlesbrough, but they'll miss their foraged and fitted home comforts.
We come inside, come in. This is our kitchen. This unit here was put over there by somebody. This is our room for what we use in the winter. All like these, of course, you can lay back and get your head back and watch the telly in peace. This is our bedroom, and I can get cold by just laying on the bed, and I just switch my fan on with my foot, and I can watch the telly from here, and it's nice and cool.
Eddie loves his fans so much, he's made it a permanent fixture.
Just screw them to the floor, and it doesn't move. In the middle of the night, you don't even know, all you feel is a bit of a waft.
Pays to be handy. The spare room is even more fantastic.
When you're laid in bed, you're getting the fan coming backwards and forwards on top of you. And then here we have a corner bath. nice and comfortable. I do want to sleep in there. I do. I honestly do. I fall asleep and all I hear is voice shout, "Are you going to get out that bloody bath?"
Seems a shame to leave, especially when you're...
Definitely living the dream.
But for bar owners Paul and Jackie to live the dream, they have to continually cook up plans to keep their regulars happy and, more importantly, spending money. The latest is a trip to the winery.
If we fill the 16-seater bus, that's 16 people will be coming in for breakfast to start with, which is guaranteed 16 people, whereas can't guarantee how many people are coming for breakfast, and they'll all come back in after the trip. So it's good revenue for us.
But it's not just about profit margins and turnover.
When you see somebody every day, I suppose there has to be a turning point when they become from customers to friends, I suppose. And they're the first to put their names down for the barbecues, they're the first to put their names down for any functions that we have. They're the ones that'll be going on the trip. Yeah, I'll know by end of the week how many.
The plan. A busload of regulars go to a winery, then onto a bar and restaurant. The idea, get them back for a few drinks after and get some good PR, but at the lowest cost.
So obviously the 24-seaters at 250 is quite reasonable, but then to drop down to 15 seats, it's still the same price, more or less, apart from €20. That's great stuff. OK, thanks a lot, Alison. Cheers, bye now. So that's a result. So what I intend on doing is setting at €18. I know that I've covered myself with the cost. If we happen to get another 4 or 5 people going, or even 7 or 8, which will be obviously a lot better because we'll get the bigger bus, it'll work out a lot cheaper.
Price decided, Paul prints the flyers.
Hello, can I make a booking, please?
Aren't you forgetting something?
And it's for the 25th of June. It's shut from the 25th to the 29th.
Ah.
Nothing has to go wrong or it gets really upset. So now what?
So now we're back to square one.
We've got the bus. They can go to the bodega still. They can come in here for the breakfast. Just find another restaurant. It's not the end of the world, is it? No, it's not.
Is this for the flyers?
So now I'm going to rip these up. I'll use these as scrap paper for the quiz anyway.
Quick ring round and another restaurant is eventually found. A full coach could make them around 80 quid in breakfast alone. But will they sell enough to turn the trip into a money spinner? One man hoping to turn his money into a day away from camping Villamar is motorcycle technology consultant Eric Edwards from Chester. He spends his extended holidays on the campsite.
Great life out here on the motorbike. Always good weather.
Eric has a simple plan for the dream life. Save money on the basics, spend the rest on the good stuff.
Well, once you're shopping over in Spain, you can certainly spend a lot less money and get exactly the same amount of stock you'd buy for England. Even though it's a small shop, the price of the wine is incredibly low. A bottle of white wine here for about £1, so it's not bad going. You know, you've got to go to Spain and just do what the Spanish people do and buy their products. It's better, it's nicer, it's fresher, and it's cheaper. Don't go to the English expat type of shop where it sells English products. You'll find things a lot cheaper this way.
We get it, no English stuff.
Well, we'll see what this one comes to now. That's €11.53. I would think you'd be paying more like £15 in English for that. So if you take the €11 down to the current exchange rate, we're talking about £15 in England, £9 here.
There you go, 53, thank you.
That leaves plenty of cash for the things that really matter.
I bought this one, it was ready-made. When I moved in, I moved everything out and put all the stuff that I want in. Tell you there, I've got 2 fridges and a freezer there, mini oven, a microwave there, a coffee making machine and a wine rack, of course. A very pleasant environment to be in. You wouldn't imagine anything like this when you go on caravan or camping. Down here, we've got an ensuite area, which is there, bathroom, shower, it's all in there. And I guess another double bed here. Overall, it's an 8-berth caravan. It's one of the larger ones on the site. He's got everything, really. So it's a home from home.
And his ultimate luxury is his 2-wheeled freedom machine.
Now, always get the best gear you can get if you're going to be riding motorbikes. I mean, the kangaroo skin's a very good type of leather. They're about £1,000. So it's a whole way of life for me with the cycles.
Benidorm can be a tough place to live, especially for entertainers. It means if you're saving for a dream home like drag act James and his partner David, you need to keep a close eye on your cash.
Hello, we've got 6 lamb tarts, please. I mean, we all like our steaks, but we also like the cheaper cuts too. This is lamb's head. This is lovely to do in a stew because you've got the juices from the bones, and then you've also got the meat from the head as well. I eat lots of meat. You can see now, look, you've got the brain and the actual cheek muscles. Lovely flavour.
Well, it's about 6 years we've just spent altogether.
Yes.
And we can probably get about between 4 and 5 days worth of meals out of those.
Happy days.
Shopping this way averages out at less than £1 each per meal.
I love a bargain. And it's tasty. Shush! You can't have any yet. You can have the bones later. Yes.
This is basically just to get the stock and all the meat off the bones. Let this boil down, let it all come away, let it cook, and then you start making a dish with the liver, the vegetables. But it just takes a little while, probably about another three hours.
Moment of truth. Lamb's head risotto, anyone?
Really good.
Shush, you're not having any.
It's really nice.
Too good for you. The meat from the lamb's head is just so tasty, but it's not fatty. My family are from Italy. We always have the cheap cuts of meat and brought up on pig's trotters, pig's hocks and all that sort of thing. Normally when we cook it, we have about 6 people round and there's still some left over for the next day. So, and everybody loves it until you tell them what it is.
She'll spit it out.
She won't, she'll eat anything, this dog.
Eating a lamb's head is not just good for your health, it's good for your wealth, it seems. But they're still a long way from saving enough for their new place. Back at Camping Villamar, the site's very own Del Boy, Craig, has been booked for a caravan awning and patio clean.
Irene's a loyal customer. She has it done once a month.
To keep up their millionaire lifestyle on a budget, they need just the right amount of work.
We'll get on the roof now. €200. You don't need a fortune, but you can live like a king, do you know what I mean? Like a millionaire, isn't it, really? We're millionaires here, really, you know what I'm saying?
Not quite.
The job pays 20 quid. Not bad for less than an hour's work.
Health and safety comes into it.
Across the site, Kim has picked up an awning repair job.
It's just as people come back and they've been weathered a bit and the zipping's popped that they call me to go round and have a go. Probably take about 10 minutes, I suppose. It's not much. You just price it accordingly. For that amount there, for what that is, from there to there, about €10.
They now only need another 125 quid for their goal.
Yeah, you're never going to be a millionaire doing this, but as Del Boy says, this time next year I'll be a millionaire. I've been practising 30 years and I still ain't there. But never say never.
It's not going to happen, Craig. The million might be a mile off, but they know how to keep the money trickling in.
You've got to look for opportunities. I mean, if he's doing a jet wash and he notices the stitching missing, then I'm called in to do that. The same the other way round. When I go to do this, they ask when it can go and clean the van after it's all been stitched and ready to go. So it works quite well. That should be it.
Any more work might be a problem. It'd interfere with their life.
Time for a beer nearly. Another day in paradise for me. Now I'm going to go home, have a shower, go and have a Chinese, 3-course meal, bottle of wine, half a lager for £4.50. How bad's that? You couldn't do that in England, could you?
All right, stop showing off.
Someone else's junk is your treasure.
Back across town, and Dusty Crack's alter ego James is still on the economy drive. He's just landed a new gig impersonating Amy Winehouse.
You have to look convincing. If you can do that and people know actually who you are, then I think you've cracked half of it.
It could really help him and David save enough cash for their dream home, but only if the crowd loves him. For that, he needs to look just like her, but without breaking the bank.
Being a drag queen or female impersonator, it's not cheap at all. You've got so many things you've got to buy just to do the show. You need boobs for that one, and mine aren't that big. You know, makeup, tights, shoes. Shoes is a nightmare over here unless you can squeeze into a size 8. I mean, in the UK, you could get £200–300 for doing a spot, you know, and you only have to do one. Over here, you have to work every night, more or less, to get a steady income. So, you know, that would make quite a nice Shirley Bassey dress. The cheaper you can design your outfits, the more money stays in your pocket. And, you know, you can then lower the price for your shows. For €5, that's a bargain. You know, I'm not too cheap, but I'm not too expensive. €30 a night to 60, 80 euros a night. This would be perfect for an Amy Winehouse type thing. Now, I know this is a swim costume, but if I used the bra part, I think it would look quite Amy Winehouse-ish. See you in a mo. There you go. For €6, got a whole new outfit. Amy Winehouse, eat your heart out.
Wow.
Back at camp in Villamar, and budget-busting bin divers Eddie and Pauline have decided it's time to go.
It's nice up to July, and then it just gets too hot.
At the moment, it's 33 degrees today.
I just sit here and I literally melt. And I think, oh, I just want to go home.
But they even save cash getting ready to leave. Despite Craig offering a cleaning service, Eddie's doing it himself.
He charges about €30. But when you've been working hard for your money all your life, you're not going to be ready paying somebody else to do simple jobs like this. If you're doing it, say, 3 times a year, that's €90, you know, it's all money.
And they know by packing up properly, they can save even more.
I've got to get all of this lot taken down, all the chairs put away, and then put the curtains on the windows to protect it from the sun. The sun will rot anything and everything over here.
Yeah.
You see on this cable here, look at that. That's been in the sun, so it's just rotten. Look at the colour of that.
So the colour fades. I'll have to make a new one next year.
Make or mend, it's another way to keep the costs down. And just before they leave...
we can have a last tip before we go.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to make the most of the facilities they've paid for.
I found a penny.
You give it to a friend, and you get good luck all day long.
It might only be a drop in the ocean, but it all counts. And with their bags packed and weighed...
$9.97.
So they don't get any extra baggage fees. Eddie and Pauline are off. I'm surprised they haven't made their own sarnies. Eddie and Pauline will be back when the cooler weather returns in autumn. But one man who can stand the heat, mainly because of his air-conditioned kitchen, is biker Eric.
The older people here, they disappear off because they find it far too hot. Personally, I've got no problem with the heat. I find it as ideal. Perfect for riding a motorbike, and I keep cool that way, but if you're sitting around and you're retired and you're not going out much, you're not swimming, you will find it too intense, the heat.
He loves to save cash where he can and keep cool on his trusty steed, so he's going to hit the road.
Cheap days out here. Well, you have a motorbike, you don't pay for parking anywhere. If I'm going down on a motorcycle to the beach, I'll just go for a swim all day. Probably have a tapas at the beach area. You're talking €5, which currently is coming out around £3.50. Ride back on a motorbike. And all of that is quite easy done. And it doesn't really cost you much at all.
But today, he's decided to head inland to a group of waterfall pools to the north of Benidorm. This idyllic place costs a few cents to enter, and it's paradise for pennies all day.
We're going to be in the waterfalls any minute. We'll be cooling down, and it'll be excellent. Lovely weather, all the time, happy people, very pretty place to be. Living it, loving it, liking it, every bit of it.
And this place combines Eric's two favourite things, top-of-the-line quality and bargain basement prices.
There you go. That's my favourite today. Langostino salad, €7. Under a fiver. Under a fiver. Lovely. Just today, up to now, between the parking, meal, petrol, and getting in here, €10. About £7.50 in English money. And it's a whole day. And you're still going.
And more Brits looking to head out of town are about to board the Foley Fun Bus for Paul and Jackie's trip to the winery. They've sold more tickets than expected.
Yeah, 22 people for breakfast. And they're all excited.
Tea or coffee or orange juice? Yeah, we're guaranteeing ourselves that we're going to do 20 breakfasts, 20 drinks. Well, it's nearly €100.
It's nice when somebody else makes the arrangements and you just get ready and go, that's fine.
Get on the bus, go. Spend the afternoon in a bar as well, that'll be nice.
Breakfast polished off, no washing up needed. It's time for everyone to get aboard the fun bus.
Please enjoy your trip. I'll see you when you all get back.
Oh, yeah. Off wine tasting. Don't even like wine.
The plan is to give their regulars a great day out, so they'll spend loads of cash in the bar on return. But with free samples and cheap plonk by the barrel load, things might not pan out that way.
Come on, love. Let me be seen helping you down the bus.
Once inside, the bargain-loving Brits are in their element.
They're all $1.20 a litre, and you bring your own water bottle like that, and you fill it 5 litres, and it's €10.
Oh yes, it's as cheap as water, but it tastes better.
I don't know how long it'll last, but we'll take 6 bottles and see how it goes.
But Jackie isn't sold on the whole wine bulk buying thing.
The thing is, people buy it, put it in the cupboard, and leave it, because none of them really stay in and drink, do you? They go out and drink, so...
Bit of reverse psychology there, but with a bar and a restaurant still to go, will anyone be standing to buy more drinks at Foley's later?
Cheers!
Back at Camping Al Mafra, drag act Dusty Crack, a.k.a. James, is doing everything he can to save for a permanent home with his partner. He has a new gig performing as Amy Winehouse, but to make it a lucrative repeat booking, he needs to look convincing.
It will look Amy Winehouse, but slutty. Essentially, we're saving for the house, but you have to look the part when you're on stage. If I can reuse wigs and things like that, which saves money, then bonus. Here goes nothing.
He needs a black wig, so it's time to get the Joke Shop black hairspray on it. It's a risky move, as this wig is worth a few £100.
There's no point doing it if it's going to look crap on stage, because, you know, people are still looking for the glitz, the glamour, and for you to look like the person you're trying to be. So hopefully this seems to be working.
The dogs don't seem so sure.
The only thing is if, when you're sweating on stage, you don't get a black face.
So far, so good. And instead of a new wig costing hundreds, this has cost...
Just buying 4 cans at £1.50 is a lot cheaper than going out and buying a €70–80 wig, especially if you can wash it out and reuse it. I don't think that's too bad. It's got a bit more blonde there, but... And we're out of black dye, so... But there's going to be a scarf around that bit, so I'm not really bothered, but the front bit looks okay. She had a bit of grey, didn't she? So, well, she has now.
So now, the moment of truth.
Hi, guys. Amy's here. I'm quite pleased with the outfit. It's quite amazing for, what, less than €10. So, there you go. What can I say? Money in my pocket. Ka-ching.
James is happy, but will the punters tonight be just as convinced? If so, it could mean the dream house is much closer. Back on Paul and Jackie's fun bus outing, the plan to give the customers a memorable day out is on course.
Happy, mate.
The PR offensive is working. A happy bunch of customers means repeat business.
I think it's going very well. I think everyone's enjoying themselves. It's good for the business because I know we're all going to go back. But it's also nice to be out of that environment and be somewhere else.
And after the meal, it's back on the bus. The excitement seems to be getting to some more than others.
I don't think the driver would too happy, bless him. Anyway, sat down now. We're all going home.
But more importantly, will they have enough room for more drinks?
Back to Foley's.
No contest.
More beer.
Put no one lemonade. Are we having a drink at Foley's?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Praise the Lord.
30 minutes later, and the group head into the bar for a couple more. It all adds up, and that means Paul and Jackie's 7-year adventure can continue.
How did it go?
Ah, good. Had a really good day.
I see it as customer relations, looking after the customers. They're grateful for it, they're thankful for it. And at the end of the day, these
They're our
people,
business.
they're our bread and butter. They're coming here 5, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, some of them.
They're coming 8 if they're 8 days.
Yeah, they're coming 8 days if they're 8.
Keeps them interested and it makes the money throughout the year because there are things like that for them to do.
It's like building foundations, I suppose. You know, it's for the future, if you like.
But they can't rest on their laurels. They need to keep them coming back every day. So it's quiz night tomorrow, bingo the day after, then the dominoes. At the White Star Bar, Dusty Cragg is getting ready for the big Amy Winehouse debut show.
It's always really nerve-wracking when you're doing an artist for the first time because you've got what you want to do in your head, but actually when you go out on stage, depending on the audience, things go totally different.
A regular gig like this will be a massive step to saving for a house, but only if the audience like him and his bargain outfit. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've had Cher, Liza Minnelli, Tina Turner, and now Amy Winehouse.
Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage the lovely Dusty Cragg.
There's a full house. Will he be a hit? It's a positive reaction, but is it a lucrative new booking?
I think it went really, really well. I was really pleased with it myself. It was definitely worth the cost. Everyone had a good laugh. The atmosphere was amazing, and she'll definitely be back. I've got some gigs in Benidorm and around Benidorm, so Amy Winehouse will be out and about with Miss Dusty Cragg and a few other well-known celebrities.
Coming up, the lowdown on low-cost living.
3-course meal, bottle of wine, half a lager for £4.50. How bad's that?
Cheapest chips away days to where the big boys play.
Is that Abramovich? Is that one? Mr. Moneybags, who owns Chelsea. That's his boat there.
And the bargain boozer with the cheapest drinks in town.
€1 a pint? It's expensive.
Balmy summer sun and balmy low prices have enticed more than 30,000 Brits to bin Britain and bunk down in Benidorm permanently, hoping for a cut-price life in the sun.
Gosh, it's a hot day, isn't it? Phew, it's all right for them holidaymakers sitting doing nothing.
Priority number 1 when you've arrived, get a roof over your head, and the accommodation of choice for any bargain-loving Brit is the caravan.
You're not buying a caravan, you're buying a dream.
If you want to start a new life in Benidorm, but you don't have many pennies in the purse, then a caravan could be a perfect sunshine starter home.
And you can hold the shower and you can shower yourself down. Then you just put that back in there and it becomes a sink again.
As you can see, it's only a small kitchen, but that's all you need.
Singer Eddie Robinson's come to Benidorm hoping to crack it as a performer. But with only enough money to last him a month, a campsite has provided the perfect Costa Blanca crash pad.
Spent a couple of days here and I ended up buying a caravan for €500. Keep the caravan, very small one for a very big dream. I've never had a caravan before, so it's all a bit of an adventure.
There are 10 campsites in town and lots of happy campers.
Living on a campsite, you'll meet loads of different people, loads of different characters. Everyone knows everyone else, and you just all mix in together.
When you found your caravan, you also need to show out for your pitch. At Camping Benidorm, Essex lad Dean lives and works at the site.
Welcome to Camping Benidorm, the friendliest campsite in Benidorm. Your wages is not the best, but it's cheaper living. Plus, you've got the sun, you ain't got to pay for that, it costs nothing.
Dean is proud of his budget bachelor pad.
I'll pay about 310 and then electric, which starts about €30. That's cheap living. It is a glorified tent, it is all tent-like, but it's how you make home, you know what I mean? Getting in the bedroom here, oh, this caravan's seen some action. If the van's rocking, don't come knocking, you know what I mean?
Moving on. Another couple very comfortable with caravan life are Jill and Maria Ryan, who moved to Benidorm 3 years ago after selling their pub in Wigan. Their top tip for new arrivals: manage your expectations, count your blessings and stay positive.
Come along to our little humble abode. This is the original eBay caravan, £800. Now, you see, I would call this a tent with clothes.
And I call it the walk-in wardrobe.
It's a very simple life, but we simply love it.
Yeah, we do.
For me, right here, right now, this is living a dream.
But when the Benidorm dream turns sour, caravans are often ditched at a moment's notice, as parking boss John Anderson sees all too often.
Well, the smell hits you straight away. Damn me. Oh, God. I think something died in here.
You know, I'm a bit of a tramp, but I do actually go to the toilet instead of bottles down the back there. Would you want to sleep in there? Look at it. It's like the Mary Celeste. They've just gone and left everything. This caravan is basically scrap. People come over here and they think it's they're buying their dreams, but this is a prime example of when it's gone wrong.
The best way of keeping the Spanish dream alive is to try and live cheaply until you find your feet.
You come out here, and if you've got a little bit of money and not a fortune, life's just a breeze.
You could live a millionaire's lifestyle with nothing, really, you know what I mean?
Our expats have lots of clever cost-cutting ideas. Here are some of them. First up, free stuff. Want free water? Take a trip to the hills. Scouse singer Eddie fills up his fridge for free.
Fresh spring mountain water. I mean, it probably costs a couple of euros in petrol. But if you take 5 bottles with you and you get like 40 litres of it, I don't know how much 40 litres it costs in the shops.
Just make sure you avoid the toll roads.
Oh, no, that kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
Brush up on your Spanish for when you get lost.
Hola, looking for the water spring. Aqua, I think it's up here.
But just don't expect a great view.
I was expecting it, you know, to be kind of on the mountain with a stream of water coming down over the rocks, but just a little pipe coming out the wall.
Well, it is free, sort of.
We'll have to be wary of that toll road next time we come up here.
If it's an alcoholic tipple you're after, there's always happy hour, which at Camping Villamar kicks off at 5 p.m. every day.
The rats, as I call them, start coming in. Some of them will wait outside at 5 to. Pretend they're talking to somebody on a mobile phone, and then they enter the building smack on 5 o'clock.
If I leave my caravan at 2 minutes to 5, I'm here at 5 o'clock on the dot.
They're all living on a budget, that's what it is.
It's euro a pint. Where can you get a pint for €1?
€1 a pint? It's expensive. Relating to exchange rates at the moment, it's probably working out at about 75 pence a pint.
The beer might be just 40 cents cheaper in happy hour, but as the saying goes, when you watch the pennies, the pounds look after themselves. And it also helps to be good at maths. That way you can work out the savings, making the beer taste even better.
So you're 40 cents and there's 2 of us, that's 80 cents, and we have maybe half a dozen bottles, so that's 4.80. So use that, that's 35 euros, so that's 1,750 euros a year.
Food can offer up tasty savings too. Drag artist Dusty Crack and his partner David have some awful ideas when it comes to cheap dinners.
This is lamb's head. This is lovely to do in a stew. Lovely flavour.
Well, it's about 6 years we've just spent altogether.
Yes.
And we can probably get about between 4 and 5 days worth of meals out of those.
Happy days.
That's the cheap eats in sorted, but there are cheap eats out too.
The cheapest English breakfast is €3 for a full English breakfast and a pint.
Go and have a Chinese, 3-course meal, bottle of wine, half a lager for £4.50. How bad's that? You couldn't do that in England, could you?
And bar owner Tad has a simple approach to saving a few quid. Just ask to pay less.
Me being a little bit cheeky, I'm always in to seat manager for a bit of discount. Discounts 16%. That's what you've got to do when you're in this business. Proud to be a Yorkshireman, and I always get it cheaper, always.
When you've made a move to the Costas, it's time to start earning a crust.
Whoa!
And the expat motto is...
I work hard. I work hard and I play hard.
And anything you do in Spain, if you work hard, you're going to make money.
Forget Silicon Valley, this is the land of the British entrepreneur. When it comes to taking a gamble and rolling the dice, few can equal Yorkshire lass Vicki Caton. She came to Benidorm on a whim 11 years ago and bought Hepburn's hair salon 1 year later, also completely on a whim.
I didn't know anything whatsoever about hairdressing. I just did it in a moment's madness, maybe. It was crazy, really. Absolutely ridiculous.
Having one successful business is usually enough for most here, but that's not the case with human energy ball Vicki. She's expanding the brand and moving from haircuts to hot tubs with a 5-year lease on a luxury spa.
I went from not knowing it existed to buying it in 10 days. A bit crazy.
3 months after opening, has Vicky's splurge on the spa paid off?
I had a big panic attack about 2 nights before we were due to open and worried, was it actually going to work? But it's picked up much quicker than I expected, so I'm feeling good. Very tired, but very happy.
Vicky's now bought 2 businesses on a whim, so are there any plans for a third?
You never say never, but I don't actually have any plans to do anything else. I plan to retire nicely from this in a couple of years' time. Well, 5, 10, 20, sometime.
Spotting a gap in the market and taking a punt can be a recipe for success, but often with a side order of stress. Curry House boss Raj Kauser has taken on a huge new site which he plans to turn into an Italian restaurant. But halfway through the summer, it's still a building site and Raj is fretting.
I'd already started paying the rents here. Every day I'm losing money. We're already in the middle of the summer. Once the summer is gone, it's gone. So every day is really important.
By hook or by crook, the restaurant is ready for opening day. Well, almost. And the customers pile in for pizza and pasta. 3 months on, Raj is confident he'll get a decent return on his investment.
This place had costed me over 200,000 euros. It's gonna take time to recover all this money, but this place is definitely gonna pay me back in future. I'm really looking forward to next year. It's gonna be a big year, big year.
To be an innovator like Raj, you must always be poised to jump on new trends and opportunities.
I never thought of opening a Chinese restaurant, for example. But you never know. Who knows future? Never say never, as you said.
Welsh-born Karen Robinson has seen a gap in the market that she wants to fill, quite literally. She runs a pie and pasty store that's proving a big hit with the Brits.
I think it works in Benidorm because it's home from home.
It's €5 then, please.
We're known as Benidorm's answer to Greg's.
Another business style is the all-hands-on-deck approach, as adopted by the Coburn family. They've just sold their townhouse in Essex and bought the popular Showboat Cabaret Bar to embark on a real Benidorm adventure.
We are nervous. We are taking on a lot, we know that, but it's something we've always wanted.
Opening night gets a big turnout.
It's going really well. We're now packed out in the Cabaret Bar. I'm smiling, I'm happy.
Their first summer season is over, so how's it been for the Coburns?
Yeah, I've got to say, it has been tougher than I think we all expected. It's a big venue to get to grips with. I think you learn as you go along. But from a business point of view, I couldn't be happier. We're doing really well.
Karen's been impressed with Mick's aptitude for the pub game.
At first, he'd come home and he had a few nights where he was like pulling his hair out, didn't know if he could do it, but now he just seems to have really settled in. Him and the girls have just They've worked together as a team. I've been really proud of them.
And running a bar has made Mick much less of a man.
Yeah, I reckon I must have done about 3.5, 4 stone in weight. Yeah, I feel a lot better for it, and yeah, I feel a bit trimmer for it. It's not down to exercise, it's more down to running around, and yeah, you just never end, you're just always on the go.
He has lost a hell of a lot of weight. And he won't like me saying it, but because of his age, it won't do no harm losing that bit of weight, so yeah.
The Coburn family are definitely sticking with Spain.
We plan to stay here for like evermore. We've got no intentions of going back to the UK. Like, we want to make it work out here, and us as a family, I think we're stronger than ever because we all want to fight and strive to make the Showboat a bigger, better business and to be a successful business in Benidorm.
Mick and Karen aren't the only married couple to move to Benidorm. Lots of people up sticks to come here and live the dream with their life partners.
We've been married now 61 years.
Come on, say what you always say.
If I'd have done a couple of murders, I'd have been free now.
Manchester lad Wayne Wright recently sold the Showboat to Mick and Karen so he could spend more time with his partner, Des.
Comes a time in your life where you think there is more to life than working.
Selling the business has definitely improved the couple's relationship.
More relaxed.
I'm just too relaxed now, aren't I?
Yeah.
I don't know how I've ever got time to do all them hours. It's kind of good because I've got loads of time to catch up with friends and family and, you know, phone calls and emails. I've never, ever in my life had so much time to myself, and I just love it.
And Wayne's got a new project that's keeping him busy.
What Des doesn't know is I'm going to ask him to marry me next week. I've been emailing wedding venues and I've wrote guest lists and everything, and he has no idea whatsoever yet. You know, we've worked together, we're buying our first house together. We've already had puppies, doing it the wrong way around, you see. We had the babies first.
You don't have to move here with a partner. There's a single scene too. But if you want to meet someone, you have to be proactive about it. Like estate agent Amanda Penalva. She's always on the go.
Let me have a quick look.
Please do. They've walked in here and it's taken their breath away, so I'm thinking we could have a sale here.
But when it comes to her love life, offers are a bit thin on the ground.
I want to find love, but it's definitely a challenge because most people don't come to Benidorm to find love. If you were looking for a serious relationship, you wouldn't get on the coach and go to Scarborough. People are here for a good time. There is the odd person that wouldn't mind finding love, but it's like finding a thimble in a haystack.
Almost as hard as finding a needle, Amanda. She turns to her laptop in an effort to find love.
I've had an interesting time on online dating. I've had basically some complete wazzocks that I've come across. I've had guys that have been sending me their nether regions while I'm doing the ironing, which maybe isn't the most attractive thing in the world.
But she's clicked with a digital Don Juan.
His name's Luis. Looks very attractive in the photos, and I'm really excited, but a little bit fluttery for that first meet.
It's time for Amanda to meet her keyboard Casanova, and she's hoping passion will be on the menu.
I'm hoping for a first kiss today, maybe two. You look amazing. How are you doing?
Very good, and you?
Yeah.
Amanda goes for a pretty standard opening line.
So have you been to Benidorm before?
And then she goes off-piste.
Have you ever had Yorkshire puddings?
The laptop lovebirds took into a carvery.
Traditionally on a Sunday, a British person will have this for their lunch.
I tell you the truth, I have my prejudice, but it's really, really good.
Before Amanda gets the dessert she was hoping for. So 3 months later, has Amanda found love with Luis?
I feel like I've just come off of Greece, really. It was summer loving, but now real life's caught up. Jose Luis is a tour guide, and he goes away for long periods of time. I can't make him Luis the postman that's going to come home to me every night at 5 o'clock. So if he's going to be away for 2 or 3 months at a time, that's not much of a relationship, really.
Poor Amanda. Hope she hasn't forgotten her login details for those dating sites.
I 100% think there's a Mr. Right out there. I just got to find him. I've definitely not given up on love, so I'm going to be out there in the future.
Back at Wayne and Des's villa, it's the day of the surprise proposal.
Of course, I've been right busy plotting this wedding, and he's still not got a clue, you know. It's like, I've booked the venue and everything.
Wayne's previously been married, but Des has never walked down the aisle before.
Stayed on my own for 5 years before I met Des. And then I met him outside a bar. He was asking me, he said, "Excuse me, mate, do you know where Lover's Pub is?" And we get talking, and that's it, 4 years ago. What if he says no? Don't be getting me nervous now. Bit too late for that, isn't it?
As the evening arrives, it's time to get ready. But there's a snag, or rather a snap.
Oh, no. That's bloody typical, that, isn't it, when you're in a rush to their match?
When it comes to romance, Wayne's not exactly a natural.
I think our first date when I came over here to Spain was to the crematorium. He says, get dressed up, I'm taking you out. We went to a funeral.
Time to go.
At a posh restaurant in town, the stage is set. But at the critical moment, suddenly Wayne starts to lose it.
I'm crying now. Because I've just bottled it now.
Flowers arrive, which is a welcome distraction.
You like them? I got them from the crematorium. When I was first day at the crematorium, so I'll go there and rob some flowers, right? I thought they're quite apt on the day. I'm going to say, will you marry me?
Yeah, of course.
Good, because I've already booked it.
Wow.
To us.
For the future.
Stop it now. Right, come on, wife. You got dogs to walk.
The wedding will take place back in the UK in a few weeks' time. But there's no time like the present for a bit of practice.
Here comes the bride. Now you have to walk like that.
Wayne's one of the best-known performers in Benidorm, but there's lots of competition. Entertainers are ten a penny in the town, and keeping your act fresh is the key. But keeping up with the times can come at a price.
These ones I got for doing Amy Winehouse. I just got the number in and she bloody died on me, didn't she? I thought, how inconsiderate's that? I thought, oh, thanks, Amy. Bloody Michael Jackson did the same. And Whitney.
A talent for entertainment can be a great way to bring in the books in Benidorm, but it's often more slog and sweat than glitz and glamour. A typical gig earns about €60, so singers like Jill Ryan maximise their income by dashing around the town, performing at 2 or 3 venues a night.
It's all go, 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 see you in a bit. You quite often see other artists rushing between gigs. It's mental because you're running down the street to your next gig and you're just like, keep going.
Female impersonator Dusty Crack has certainly cracked it when it comes to saving the pennies. He's on first-name terms with the second-hand shops.
The cheaper you can design your outfits, the more money stays in your pocket. For €5, that's a bargain.
Another Dusty tip, recycle wigs using spray paint.
Just buying 4 cans at £1.50 is a lot cheaper than going out and buying a €70–80 wig.
Got a gig to get to? A chauffeur-driven limo bargain Brit style. That's the number 10 bus to Benidorm Central. Luxury dressing room? Forget it.
This is my little chamber where I get changed.
Be prepared to drum up your own business.
It only takes one stag group or hen party to come round the corner and the place is full.
And when the show does go on, don't expect a big payout for your performance.
All that just for €50. But it's a job and it pays the bills. What more could you ask for? Apart from a very large brandy.
Before you get your name in lights, you need to get your foot in the door. And that means pounding the pavements. But don't expect to hit the big time straight away, as Scouse singer Eddie Robinson discovers.
Now, I've no openings for the cabaret at the moment. For July, August, September, we've got our acts sorted.
However, be prepared to grab every opportunity, even if it takes you by surprise.
Can you sing for us now?
Can I sing for you now?
Do you want karaoke?
What, right now?
Right now. Just down the road.
OK.
That's it.
Why not?
Say what you got.
OK. Slightly odd. I've never been asked to do an impromptu karaoke performance before, but, you know, whatever it takes.
The trial by karaoke ends with a thumbs up.
Thank you very much.
And more importantly, a booking.
Tell you what I've got this week.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Cheers, Jackie. Thanks a lot, love.
Thank you, darling.
Ta-ra.
But chasing a dream doesn't always have a happy ending. 58-year-old magician Barry Harvey has spent £900 to rent a room for 2 months in his quest for success.
This is it. It's not massive, but I'm on my own, so I don't need a massive space. It's a big risk moving out here. I mean, I'm 58 now. I'm stepping way out of my comfort zone here. So, quite literally, anything could happen in the next few weeks.
Like Eddie, Barry's put himself in the shop window.
going to be a red rose, isn't it?
Yeah. It's an unpaid audition, really, but as I'm totally unknown out here, I'm going to have to do a few of these to just kind of get my foot in the door.
Well, I found the 4 races. That's a good trick.
Very good. But unfortunately, Barry can't magic up any work offers, and he's forced into a disappearing act.
The initial plan was to give it 2 months, but things haven't worked out as well as I wanted. I've come to the end of the budget.
Barry dishes up another lesson for anyone with a dream of making it in Benidorm. Be persistent.
I've taken the decision to go back to England temporarily, and I stress it is temporarily. I have every intention of coming back out here. Generally in life, I'm an optimist, and I'm going to keep plugging away. I'll be back.
Welcome back to our guide on how to be a bargain-loving Brit in the sun. So what should you expect when you get to the Costa Blanca? And do you need to bring a phrase book when you come? Some expats have a very Rule Britannia ethos about life overseas. Take bar owner Tad, for example. He's been in Benny for more than 20 years, but still prefers A up to hola.
I don't speak Spanish at all. You don't need to in Benidorm. Benidorm's England.
I'd like to learn Spanish, but it's actually sitting and learning it that I couldn't be bothered with.
One cerveza, one beer, vino, blanco, white wine. So I've got the basics.
I say Sprite in Spanish, which is just basically the same, but with a Spanish accent. And I can say un momento.
Si cerveza, por favor.
Café con leche. No, that's not Spanish though, is it? Is that Spanish? Oh, I can say that as well.
That's Spanish.
No, that was Italian.
I was going to go do Spanish lessons, but there's no point because everybody speaks English.
John Diaz in a lavabo. That means where is the sink?
You always need to know where a sink is.
Because everybody speaks English, we just don't have to bother.
But the Spanish do appreciate it when you make a bit of an effort. Entertainments manager Graham, who has lived in Spain for 13 years, has a go, without much success.
I have got a new book, and it's 8 to 11-year-olds. So I can get by, but I forget things very quick. Here we go. Loli. Tienes hermanos.
Tienes?
Hermanos.
Tres.
Tres.
Tres hermanos.
Tres, sí.
Bueno,
Bueno.
uno muerto, Dad.
Ah.
Ahora dos.
Happy days.
At Camping Villamar, the residents have adopted some Spanish traditions. Any excuse to get the paella pan out.
This is the sangria I made earlier.
Right, this is the bloke's fridge. It's full of liquid refreshments, of course.
And the secret of perfect paella?
Plenty of beer. Get all your guests plenty of beer, and then they'll come along and they say, "By the Christ, that's lovely, that." Keep the moisture in the chef, and none in the paella. Are we ready for this?
Can we have a round of applause, please, for Arthur?
Hairdresser boss Vicki Caton tries to bring a bit of Spain to her salon with a Spanish-themed day.
Today is going to be our Spanish day, so we're going to be giving everybody a little bit of tapa.
Some embrace the idea.
You don't just want egg and chips all the time, yeah? Of course you want to eat Spanish as well. I've already had an English breakfast this morning, so I'm doing both.
Others aren't so keen.
Just don't look very inviting, does it?
Come on, be brave.
But if you're terrified by tapas and petrified by paella, fear not. British tastes and traditions are well catered for in Benidorm, and for many expats, highlight of the week has to be the traditional Sunday roast.
You can't get away from the fact that we're British and we like Sunday dinner.
And Brits being Brits, it's all about the trimmings.
A few sprouts, carrots,
We have roast potatoes,
Mashed potato.
cabbage,
a couple of stuffing bowls.
peas.
And if it doesn't have Yorkshire puddings, it is not a Sunday roast.
At Camping Benidorm, Dean's Sunday roasts are legendary, and for him, it's all about the gravy.
If you don't have good gravy, it's a bad meal. And the art of it is having thick gravy. If it's thin, it's no good. Nice and thick. Right, most of it's done there. Oh, they do pile it up high. They love it, don't they?
He's famous for his gravy.
They love the gravy, that's why they come in.
Dean has to graft for his gravy and knows from experience that the pub game can be punishing.
A lot of people think they can come over here, live the dream, open up a bar, but they don't realise it is all work.
So if you're dreaming of owning a bar here, beware. With around 2,000 clubs and bars, the competition is fierce, and running a boozer in Benidorm can be a one-way ticket to Stress Central.
What am I going to do?
Running a bar is seriously hard work, and Castlefield lad Tad knows more than most. He owns 4 of them.
We now call this place Taddydome.
Anyone thinking running a Spanish boozer is a recipe for lazy days in the sun, take heed. For Tad, it's a 6-day week and 16-hour days with back-breaking shifts, but not much profit in the pocket.
You're never, ever going to be rich out here. And I've been working all my life.
But 4 bars isn't enough for our Tad, and he takes another punt on a rundown bar called the Queen Vic.
It's very old and tatty, but once I get my stamp on it, then it'll be a busy bar like the rest of them.
But be warned, doing up a bar can cost a pretty penny.
I reckon about 80,000 euros, maybe 90,000. The bar's such a mess, it's got to be ripped out and got done.
What happens next is a valuable lesson for would-be bar owners in how Spanish bureaucracy can bite you on the bum. 4 weeks after Tad closes the Queen Vic for a refurb, the authorities force work on the site to stop.
Because we've had this put here, that's why they've closed us down. I must be losing maybe 2,000 a day. I've got to get this bar open.
And a few weeks later, the latest addition to his bar empire is still unfinished, and it's costing him dearly.
I should be opening tonight. This will be grand opening. As you can see, we're nowhere near.
Tad's girlfriend Olivia is going to manage the bar, and she's frustrated.
Nothing's going on, and I like getting to work and get what everybody else has got, which is, if you can hear outside in the background, everyone's busy.
We haven't even got any power on. It's just maddening that this is height at summer and we should be making loads of money now.
The Queen Vic does eventually open, but just as the high season draws to a close. It may have lost a fortune in takings, but Olivia's just relieved to be trading and looking forward to the future.
As you can see, there's been a big development and changes within the bar. Now we're just waiting for the kitchen to actually open, hopefully this week, and then it's all systems go then with the food. So it's all go.
Another punter moving into the pints game is ducker and diver Dave Dennis. Dave has a young family to support, so he turns his hand to anything to make a buck.
It may make me €10, but yeah, €10 at the end of the day, that's food on the table.
But his up and down income is creating a huge strain.
You know, I don't know from one day to the next if I'm going to earn any money or not. It's getting to the point now where if I don't get something regular and secure, that, you know, I've got to look at sort of going back to the UK. Which is something I really don't want to do.
Dave's found a cheap bar on sale for 14,000 quid, but the truth is, you need one of 2 things to get into the Benidorm bar business: bucks in the bank or a backer. Dave's got little in the way of savings.
It's frustrating when you get the opportunities and you just haven't got any money to buy them.
So he's desperate for his mate Brian to lend him the money.
What are your initial thoughts? You reckon you want to go for it?
In the end, Dave doesn't need Brian's cash. He comes to an agreement with the current owner of the bar and sets to work refurbing the boozer.
There's so much that goes into a bar that you don't even realise. It's amazing how far the money doesn't go. I probably put 8 grand in this place in 6 weeks, and if you look around, you'll go, where? You know what I mean? Because you really can't see it.
In the blink of an eye, it's opening night.
Opening nights and all the rest of it, hit or miss, but it's always just that little bit where it gets started, you know what I mean? You have that butterflies in your stomach.
Happily for Dave, the punters pile in and pack out the bar.
Blown away. Couldn't have wanted more. Absolutely fantastic. If tonight's an indication of the future, then my son will be all right. So he'll get to continue living the dream in the sun.
Since then, Dave's had a great few first months with the bar. Takings have trebled, and now he's considering turning it into a Mexican-themed bar and restaurant for the new summer season. Sombreros out, everyone. Benidorm is foot to the floor, full throttle Costa Blanca craziness. So sometimes it's nice to hit the gas and head out of town. And our bargain-loving Brits have found clever ways of getting away from the Benidorm crowds without having to splash the cash. There are lots of hidden gems just a short hop from the high-rises. Expat Ben Rigby and his dad Mick are on a lads' fishing trip.
We're off on a road trip.
They head for Mascarat, 10 kilometres north of Benidorm.
This is where we're going to be fishing, right here on the rocks here.
Yo. Let's get fishing.
A Benidorm breakfast. Kebab.
There's a pretty big fish in town already.
Is that Abramovich? Is that one? That's it. Money bags who owns Chelsea. That's his boat there.
That is one boat, that.
All to have money, eh?
But a Russian oligarch's bank account isn't necessary for this trip.
A lot of people do come out for excursions. It costs them quite a bit of money. It costs us nothing. Just a few cans from the supermarket and a bit of bait. And that's it.
The boys might have their bait, but it doesn't guarantee a bite.
That's why we're not catching any fish. It's your fault.
Oh, it's all these bloody jet skis and boats, isn't it? Excuse me, will you tell them people to stop enjoying themselves?
Another cheapest chips destination? The stunning Algar Waterfalls, just 15 kilometres inland. It's a favourite budget day out for lecturer Eric Edwards, who cruises there on his motorbike. Entrance fee? Just €4.
Between the parking, meal, petrol, and getting in here, €10. About £7.50 in English money. And it's a whole day.
If you don't have your own wheels, there are other ways to see the sights. So-called blanket trips are free coach trips to the countryside run by companies in return for a sales pitch.
One of you lucky people get to get in bed with me.
And they're a particular favourite of super savers, Barry and Barbara.
We've been on the blanket trips loads of times. If you want to see somewhere that's not in Benidorm, it doesn't cost you anything.
Barry's tip for keeping the trip cost-free?
It's like an auction. You keep your hands in your pocket. Don't wave them around, otherwise you'll end up spending money.
Right, well, thank you very much, Barry. I ask you to go back to those extremely comfortable chairs over there.
Got me very close to buying this time, but not quite.
No, it was that grip I had on your hand that stopped you, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, yeah, something like that.
Many bar owners also run coach tours to the countryside. Paul and Jackie have organised a winery trip for their regulars.
Please enjoy your trip. I'll see you when you all get back.
Oh, yeah. Off wine tasting. Don't even like wine. Come on, love. Let me be seen helping you down the bus.
Once inside the bodega, our thrifty Brits are in their element, bagging bargains of the alcoholic variety.
They're all $1.20 a litre, and you bring your own water bottle like that, and you fill it 5 litres, and it's €10.
Oh yes, it's as cheap as water, but it tastes better.
Cheers!
Welcome back to our guide to living a cut-price Costa Blanca lifestyle. When budgets are tight, it pays to watch the pennies. And here's a money-saving masterclass. Super Scrimpers Catherine and Patricia are 60-year-old twins from Warrington. They bought a caravan together on Camping Villamar 12 months ago, and they've hardly spent a penny since. Here's how.
I have a diary and I write how much I've spent. In this week, all I spent was €1. I think when people have been here for a while, they say, right, we're living here now, we really need to tidy our belts, you know.
Or tighten them. Their favourite activity is patrolling the shower block, and one spot in particular offers rich pickings.
Patricia and I call it Walmart because you can go and you can pick up virtually anything for free. See, someone's put those on there, they're Walmart. Somebody doesn't want them, and they're not old. We got these from Walmart. One person's trash is another person's treasure, and there's nothing like getting a buzz from something that you really want to treasure, and somebody's throwing it out because it's their trash. So it's great, isn't it? Yeah. We love it.
Another pair of cash-conserving bin divers are Eddie and Pauline from Middlesbrough. Their unorthodox top tip: get a pitch by the bins.
They're only, 20 foot away?
For many people, that would be a disaster. But for this resourceful pair, it's a goldmine.
It's surprising the stuff that does come. You get like these things here, people just throw stuff away. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Yeah, come on, no problem.
This is just one of a long line of unwanted acquisitions for Eddie and Pauline.
Our bike was over there. All I've done is adjusted the brakes. There's nothing wrong with it, really.
We got 14 beach towels out of there one day.
My favourite chair, this one was over there. I've had to put someone on there because it goes so far back. When I get to sleep on this, like, you can hear me snoring.
For these two, their view of the bin means only one thing. They're
definitely living the dream.
Fulfilling their dream are Benidorm showman Wayne and his partner Des. They've flown back to Manchester, Wayne's hometown, to get hitched. But they're acting like a married couple already.
We had 2 jobs to do for the wedding. Bring the English phone and the camera. He forgot the camera and he forgot the English phone.
Des' 17-year-old daughter Jodie has the best seat in the house.
If there is any person here who knows of any lawful impediment why these 2 people may not be joined together in marriage today, then you must declare it now.
I take you as my friend and lover, the father to Jodie, and my husband and the dogs. I promise to cherish and respect you, to care for and protect you, to comfort and encourage you, and to stay with you for all eternity.
Who wrote that shit?
Gives me the very greatest of pleasure to declare that you are now husband and husband.
It's been a turbulent year and the showboat's gone goodbye, but we're married, we've got a life, haven't we, which is the key thing now, isn't it?
Des and Wayne will soon be returning to the place they love.
Benidorm, after 20-odd years, I'm coming up to my 25th season. It's my life. Really looking forward to going back and celebrate with our friends there. It's happy days and here's to the future.
If our guide has given you the get up and go to bid adios to Britain and hola to Benidorm, then you should come prepared to do a lot of one thing in particular, laughing. Benidorm seems to give lots of expats a new lease of life.
Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to hit the floor? Are you ready to shake your body?
Our philosophy, when you get to our age, yesterday's gone, tomorrow you don't know whether it's going to come, you live for today.
82-year-old Grace Campbell is an outrageous octogenarian with the most infectious laugh in Benidorm.
I love cooking with wine. Sometimes I put it in the food. That's me when I was young. Would you have fancied me?
And she credits the Benidorm sun for her sunny disposition.
When I used to draw the curtains in the morning, rain again. Next morning, rain again. I got fed up with that. You come here, you're not even awake and the sun's shining.
Grace benefits greatly from being here, without a doubt. It wouldn't be the same for her in the UK. You know, she'd wither away. She is the life and soul of any party.
Grace has a simple recipe for happiness in life.
Always laugh and love. Don't get down. Or if you do, snap out of it.
She's a diamond. There's nothing else to be said about her. She's a lovely, lovely old lady.
There's only one way to describe Grace. She is amazing Grace. Yeah.
A fitting way to round off our budget-conscious guide to Benidorm, where expat life doesn't cost the earth and where dull moments are few and far between.
Whoa! Now, come on, get out.
I love Benidorm!
Knock 'em dead. Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista. Finding more efficiency.
Smile in action.
because it looks nothing like me in real life.
Smile.
I'm going all unnecessary.
And that's it there, so the party's finished till next time. Happy days.